Warning! The Stone Age Gamer podcast includes a lot of bad language. Cover your motherfucking ears.
Good evening and welcome to the Stone Age Gamer podcast. I'm Kris Randazzo and joining me tonight is mysteriously boosted fart noise, Dan Ryan.
It wasn't me, though.
It was definitely me. It was
I would have
100%
claimed it.
me. See, I just wasn't sure because, I mean, I fart a lot during our recordings, but,
sure.
Who can tell? I assume you do too, but no, it was there. But
No,
it was not
I'm very
as loud.
professional.
It was not as loud on my end as it was in the actual episode. Anyway, yes, it's already time for the July 10, 20, 30, 40, where we look back on notable releases from decades past. Will July continue the trend of summer game droughts? Look out for those pesky kryptonite satellites, because the Stone Age Gamer podcast starts now.
How very topical.
Hi, everyone. This is episode 576. It's the week of July 25th, 2025, and welcome. For anyone new here, this is the official podcast of StoneAgeGamer.com. Dan and I talk every week about what's happening in the world of video games from a retro gamer's perspective, as well as whatever the heck else is going on in our lives. Speaking of which, how the hell are you?
Oh, I've been better, Kris. This has been a week, which we'll get more into when we get into the checkpoint. But you did just say something that made me chuckle, because on the New Jersey subreddit there was a post that got like over 1,060 upvotes or some shit like that, and it was some kind of I don't know. It was some fucking asshole writing like, "Oh, I'm from the West Coast and blah blah blah. Here's all the reasons why I actually like New Jersey and it's fucking great." And what it was, some AI written bullshit. I don't know why the fuck it was upvoted so goddamn much. But what warmed my heart, especially with the way that I've been feeling today, is that almost every post in response, almost every comment in response to this fucking drivel was, "Thanks for the kind words. Now get the fuck out." It was like, yep. That's 100% where I'm at currently, and I love it. And it makes me laugh every time you say, if you're new here, because in my head, literally every time you say that, my brain goes, "If you're new here, get the fuck out." Which is not the way to grow an audience, Kris. It's not, but it is a very Jersey thing. So anyway, yeah, I apologize up front. I am having some issues this week. I am a frothing rage monster currently, and like I said, I will explain later. But if I suck today, if I'm not funny, or if I'm just mean, or like whatever the fuck happens, I am just apologizing up front. It's not me. It is both the drugs and the lack of drugs. So, yeah.
Good enough.
Yeah, I am going to pour alcohol on top of it, though, and we'll see how that goes. So, that seems like a good idea.
That never goes poorly.
Oh, boy.
So, before we dive into the 10, 20, 30, 40, allow me to bring up some fun stuff that's been going on at my gym.
Oh, fun.
So, apparently my branch of Wolf Fitness is now under new management.
Ooh.
And my friend Lisa, who goes there with me, she follows them on Instagram because they've got an Instagram.
Sure.
And
so who doesn't?
I
know
point? I've mentioned before that my gym is not a nice gym. It's
right.
The machines mostly work. It's a very small, cramped space. Last week, two times last week, people were using the treadmills, and they just randomly shut off in the middle of their runs, and they almost got hurt.
That's awesome.
This happened 2 times. So
that's great.
Imagine my surprise when Lisa sends me this message that they've got some sort of new management, and there's this like new video tour of Wolf Fitness in Absecon. Says, Seekin, we got you. And the new manager, who looks like he's got to be like 16, I don't know, he's some skinny young dude. Yeah. He's walking around talking about, this state of the art, high quality, what's the word I'm looking at? Cardio center with all the treadmills. Yeah. I'm like, that might not kill you. But he's given this tour, and he's like, and soon, starting next week, the gym's going to be open 24/7 for members. Like, oh, neat. I guess. All right, cool. Sure, why not? All right, let's do that. Let's do exactly that. Yeah. So I'm just thrilled to see that they've got an Instagram page and things are coming together. So one of the problems that we've been having at the gym ever since I started there are the paper towel dispensers. So like there's paper towel dispensers all over the place and like the spritzy bottles to wipe down the machines when you're done. And the paper towel machines are hot garbage. They're constantly clogged, and you got to like mash the button to get anything out of them, and they spit out these paper towels that dissolve in your hands. And this morning,
that's fun.
This morning, Lisa texted me a picture of new paper towel holders.
Oh.
Not only new paper towel holders, but the bottles are like hanging on the wall. Usually the bottles were just like sitting on top of the paper towel dispensers. But now they're on hooks on the walls, and like, oh, well, this is just lovely. So I get to the gym.
We really are stepping up.
We're moving on up. So I get there, and the first thing I notice is the one paper towel holder is crooked.
Good.
Like, did you not have a level? Like, come on, guys. What are we doing here?
It's just not that hard. It's just not.
Then I went to go take one of the bottles off the wall, and the hook was loose because they didn't use anchors. They just drilled these little hooks straight into the drywall.
Awesome. Not how any of this works. So he is legitimately a 16-year-old.
He's got to be. How do you not know better? It gets a little bit better than this too. Just a smidge. There's one extra layer to this anchor thing. But so there's the big full-size spray bottles. Now, if somebody is taking those off the wall every day at the gym, nobody's being careful, those hooks are going to be gone in like a day and a half. They just went up today.
If that.
And one of them is already coming out of the wall because there's no anchor. What's super funny is that there's an anchor, like you can look at where the bottles are. There's an anchor, an empty anchor in the wall from where the paper towel holder is. So clearly the existence of anchors is not entirely foreign unless he looked at that hole and said, boy, I wonder what the fuck is this here?
What is this here for? Why would somebody put a hole in this perfectly good wall, not hang anything in it?
Fucking magical.
Son of a bitch.
So then I get home from the gym, and this is a few hours later. What time was this? So this is just about lunchtime. Lisa sends me something new from the Instagram. It's a video of the dude installing the new paper towel holders, saying it's the little things that matter. And in the video, he's got a level. They show him using a level on it. Well, what happened, dude? What happened to that one?
Is the top comment on the video not, you're right, the little things like anchors that matter? That was not a fart, by the way. That was my fucking elbow on the table. Don't fucking pull some shit, Evan. Don't, I made a noise here. I promise. If I do, I'll fucking claim it. But
see, now I'm thinking about
at least they're trying.
Right,
I guess
trying.
Something.
The only comments on
that's
it
not
are
nothing.
Thank God, a bunch of goat symbols. Really liking these hand towel dispensers so much better. You guys are doing a great job, and he's always working on something. Absolute asset. And I really wanted to comment. Do I be the asshole and be like, well, these are crooked. These paper towels are really hard to get out of these machines, and the hooks are already falling out of the walls. I got some anchors. I could come over and do this.
I'll bring them in for you. You could borrow them. I mean, I don't want them back, but we could say you borrowed them. That's fine if it makes you feel better. I don't know. See, here's the thing. Where I'm at right now, the headspace that I'm currently in, if that were my gym, one, that would be amazing because I would be going to the gym regularly. But two, I would just go in tomorrow with anchors and fix it. And if somebody walked up to me, I would just pull the Ron Swanson of I know more than you.
I know more
and
than you.
And I would just move on with my day. Mm-hmm. Like my patience level for literally anything is currently non-existent. So
that is
just be like this
in hell.
Yeah, this is a problem, and I'm just going to fix it. So it's fixed now. So and don't say thank you. I'm not even doing this because I want you to thank. Just fuck off.
It's just
I just don't want this to fall out of the wall.
And you know what? I'm looking at the video now, and I think I understand what the problem is. Why he didn't get it level. The because top of. I was going to say, I think I understand, sir. In life, we don't have a name, but in death, we do have a name, and his name is Robert Paulson. His name was Robert Paulson. No, see, the top of the new dispenser is rounded.
Yeah. Oh, well.
So he could have put that level anywhere, and it wouldn't have stayed straight.
No, that's you got to get the bar level, hold it up against the wall, and then rest your shit against it, or along the bottom,
or even along the sides.
The sides, sides are options.
Sides are perfectly straight. Do that.
It doesn't have to just go. He's trying, Chris. He's 16.
He's trying.
He doesn't fucking know. He's never even seen a tit. He's never seen a tit. That's not on a fucking screen. I'm sure of it.
Nah, I feel this dude's pretty handsome. I'm sure he's gotten something.
Yeah, but if he's 16, 16-year-olds, they're built different than.
He's probably in his 20s, and I just have no concept of reality anymore.
That's fair.
I don't know what kids look like. Fuck this noise. So anyway,
fuck them kids.
That was the funny story about my gym. It was just bringing me so much joy all day, just going back and forth with Lisa, like, our treadmills might kill you, but we got new paper towel holders.
Hey, man, it's the little things. Absolute asshat. Or did they say ass hat? Did I misunderstand you? It was asset? Right. Okay.
Asset,
right.
Yep. And I'm
just go in there tomorrow and fix it.
Everybody's being all positive. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not bringing my tools into the fucking... Because it doesn't bother me.
It's an anchor. What do you need to do? You don't need tools for an anchor. You need a hammer and the anchor. That's it. The screw's already there, theoretically.
Well, yeah, theoretically, but I got to get it out of the wall, and then I got to clean up afterwards.
You don't even need to bring the hammer, Chris. Just use a fucking weight. There you go. Get your cardio in for the day. Swing a 5-pound weight at the fucking wall. See how that goes.
That'll go flawlessly, I'm sure.
Yeah, do they have kettlebells? That seems like a safer way to do it. Yeah, all right. Use a fucking kettlebell.
Shot put it at.
Yeah, throw it right at the wall. Either make it better or a whole lot worse. Either way, it's a good story for somebody to fucking post on Instagram.
You made the fires worse.
Worse.
Or better.
Better.
I love it. All right, so anyways, that's
okay.
Let's dive into the 10, 20, 30, 40, shall we?
Let's. I've got my trunks on. I didn't bring a mask though.
What?
You said dive in. Jesus, Chris. Fuck, man. Set him up, I'll knock him down. I really am. I know. My standards, I'll lower them. I'm sorry. You're right.
All right, so it looks like I just opened up my phone, and Facebook was there, and it looks like these Mario records that I've got. The guy's looks like he's got the Mario 1 sleeve together, and he's showing off the box that they're all fitting in. Like I'm not putting my records in a box because that's just not what they look like on the shelf. That's just not how I'm doing this. But I do want to know.
I'm going to make these things I listen to harder to get to.
Exactly.
That's weird. It's a weird choice.
Oh, God.
Gross.
Anyway, so the 10, 20, 30, 40, for anyone new here, is where we look at notable releases from 10, 20, 30, and 40 years ago.
It happened again. You said for anyone new here. Fuck off.
Yep.
It happened again.
For anyone new here, I would like to say welcome.
I wouldn't.
50% of this podcast is happy you're here.
50% of this podcast wants you to fucking keep this shit a secret. Don't tell anybody else.
All right, so let's head back to 10 years ago, to the wondrous year of July 2015, where we'll take a first stab at the previous generation that was still cooking. PS3, Xbox 360, Wii, Nintendo DS, and PSP, all still technically alive. All full of absolutely nothing. PS3 had 14 releases, 360 had 12 releases, Wii had nothing, DS had 2, and PSP had 1. The only thing that seemed worth saying out loud is that there was a King's Quest game. I don't even remember this new King's Quest happening, but there was apparently a new King's Quest in July 2015.
Was that the fucking
Is that the one
chapter
that he's complaining about in the book?
Maybe, might be, yeah.
Because like I'm like 3/4 of the way through the book, and like he was saying that he was a big King's Quest fan, and then they made like a newer one that kind of missed the point.
Sucked.
I think,
yeah, of King's Quest.
I have to assume that's it.
I would assume so. Wasn't there one where it was released in that Telltale style of like episode 1, episode 2?
I want to say this was it because I feel like I saw other episodes of this listed somewhere. Maybe this was like the final release that had them all chunked together or something. I don't know. That's just I wrote down.
That's just not what King's Quest was, man. Like it's a very specific thing. It's very tied to its original release. You know, like it was just a very specific time in gaming. It was a very specific style. Those Sierra adventure games. Like episodic content, that's not the right kind of obtuse. That's not it. Yeah, no, that's not. Swing and a miss, guys. You shouldn't have.
I wrote down Godzilla for PS3, which has a whopping 3.5 Metascore. It's just supposedly just terrible. I wrote down Deadless Warrior Battlegrounds for Xbox 360. Well, I'll bet it is. It's a Godzilla game.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Do you Deadliest Warrior? That fucking show?
I remembered it when I took these notes earlier.
Who would win in a fight? A fucking samurai or a pirate with a blunderbuss? Like, it was so fucking dramatic.
Look, buddy, I love Death Battle, and that's better than this.
Yeah.
I would rather pit these fictional characters against each other.
Which one has a gun? They won.
That's the one that won.
Sorry, that's the one that wins. Do they both have guns? Which one fires quicker? They also won. Next.
The DS's 2 releases were 2 more of those GG series things I was talking about last month. There was like 30 of those. We had GG series Score Attacker and GG series Vector, whereas the PSP's solo release was Angus Hates Aliens. So
He does, and so do I. Not in like the Trump way. I hate like the fucking up there aliens, not the already here aliens. You know.
Well, I've never met any, so I couldn't tell you for sure.
Sorry.
Meanwhile, in the realm of the current generation for 10 years ago, things are a little better.
Okay.
PS4, I think, is clearly takes the win here with N++, that same King's Quest game.
Yeah.
God of War 3 remastered. The Rocket League.
Yeah.
First time hit PS4. Journey.
Yeah. I mean, it's already been out on PS3, but
still
never a bad time.
Right, but really what makes this the clear winner is that this was the month where the PlayStation 4 finally, at long last, got Hatoful Boyfriend.
Oh, fuck, that game's so weird. I love it. I fucking love that game.
Hatoful Boyfriend.
Like, what is that pitch meeting? Like, dude just shows up and he's like, all right, yo, check it, right? Like, you're a pigeon and you're trying to fuck. Like, oh, okay. Like, other pigeons? No, like...
But pigeon.
You're a pigeon and you're trying to fuck everything. Like, whatever you can get your pigeon balls into, you are super about it. It's such a weird fucking game, man. I love it.
It's a
that's great.
Yeah, Kind of hard to top that. The
yeah,
Xbox
no, it really
One
is.
had 26 releases. Notables were Binding of Isaac Rebirth, Tembo the Badass Elephant, which was also pretty cool.
Yeah.
King's
I want
Quest
that to be cooler than it is because it's a really good name.
It's a great name, and I love it when Game Freak gets to develop things that aren't Pokemon, you know?
But Tembo is solidly mid.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
From what I've heard. And World of Tanks, which I know is a big deal, but I don't know anything about it.
Me neither.
The Wii U had 16 releases, and just a bunch of worthless nonsense, and Zeo Drifter, which is pretty good Metroid ripoff.
It is.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
The Ouya, no new releases. The 3DS, 9 new releases. The only thing of note I saw was Binding of Isaac Rebirth. The PS Vita had 13 releases. It got its own port of Geometry Wars 3, and of course, Hatoful Boyfriend. And then a bunch of DLC, Japan games, and PSN garbage. So, 10 years ago in July.
Not great.
Oof,
I mean...
Not great.
Hatoful Boyfriend is a fun distraction. I wouldn't go so far as to call it a good game. God of War 3 Remastered is excellent.
Right.
But it's still just God of War 3. I mean, which is fucking 10 out of 10, no notes, but, you know... Yeah, I think Rocket League is a huge, big, smelly, hairy deal.
Right. When did that initially come out?
Because Rocket League is
though?
still happening.
Rocket League. Oh, this is it. This was
this is the debut of Rocket League.
This is the debut on July 7th, 2015 for PS4 and Windows. So spit right into PS Plus. So you know, tons and tons of people just jumped into it. And, man, I mean, I certainly did not stick around Rocket League. But, man, it was fucking fun. It's such a
dumb idea.
Blue Moon. It's still really fun to play. Like, it's one of those things that if you want to play online, you know, just make sure you wind up in a matchup that doesn't have any pros in it. Because, I can't do this shit well. But as far as, controlled chaos online play, Rocket League's fantastic. Love it.
It is a really, really good idea.
Yeah.
They really should do like a Rocket League with people. I wonder what that would look like.
They should do a Rocket League with people with guns on their arms and a giant ball.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And release it just they would probably think they're real clever until they found out about Rocket League. And they'd be like, damn it.
Damn it!
We were doing this. We were doing exactly this. But you did it better with cars. Oh, what the hell?
Fuck. People still like that Murder Ball documentary, though, right? That's still a relevant topic that the children are into, I believe.
Metroid Prime Federation Force is just such a funny story from top to bottom. There's just no aspect of it that's not hilarious.
Sure.
It's fucking Blast Ball. We made a Metroid sports game. And it's just like, fuck!
Why? Why did you do that? Why did you... You didn't have to.
Anyway, traveling 20 years ago to July 2005, things aren't a whole lot better.
Oh, good. Good. This is really cheering me up and putting me in a better mood, Chris. Thank you for all of this.
I think you'll be thrilled with the garbage titles that we have to talk about, right? So the PlayStation 2 had 25 releases. Of note, we have NCAA Football 2006, Makai Kingdom from the people who brought you Disgaea, Killer 7,
that's a cool game.
Worms 4 Mayhem.
Yeah, and it's Worms.
Yeah, it's Worms,
which is fine. It's just Worms.
And I love me some Killer 7, but...
Sure. But it was already on the GameCube. I'd already played it there. Wasn't it?
This was the same. It was the same month.
Oh, was it the same month?
GameCube had 3 releases: Killer 7, Harvest Moon, Another Wonderful Life, and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, I mean, boy. Talk about releasing almost the same game 3 times in 1 month.
Yeah, Killer 7, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, nearly indistinguishable.
Nearly identical. Yeah, they really are.
Whereas the Xbox had 12 releases, but the only ones that I could find of any sort of value were NCAA Football 06 and the Halo 2 multiplayer map pack.
Ooh. I mean, not for nothing. That's not nothing. That's a pretty big deal. Like,
yeah,
Halo 2 online multiplayer was like, I don't know, it was just really weird. There were just people walking around video game stores talking about it all the time of like, man, can you believe we're fucking doing this? This is awesome. This is great.
DLC just wasn't quite a thing yet, so like buying a whole map pack in a disc format, like,
yeah, like, oh, this is so cool. I'm into this. I'm gonna go home and fire this up and just lose my life.
So what's the winner here of the three home consoles? Who wins?
I mean,
Killer
Xbox.
7's on.
Yeah,
with the multiplayer map pack, is Killer 7's on both platforms. It's pretty much a wash.
It is. No, it's 100%
the PlayStation
Xbox.
through and PlayStation 2 in numbers with Mackay Kingdom, I guess, and Worms, but like Xbox, that multiplayer map pack, I guess. I don't feel great about it, but sure.
I mean, dude, like there was a reason that the 360 kind of became the de facto console for a little bit in North America, and it's built off of the back of Halo.
Halo, like, and Xbox Live, hell yeah! And
they've squandered all of that, but like they were on the way, and like that shit was. It cannot be. It's so. I don't know. Because I know most of our listeners are around our age or, you know, within probably 10 years or whatever. We don't have a ton of listeners. I don't think that skews super young. But it's almost hard to, like, think back and remember to that time of how non-ubiquitous this world that we currently inhabit was, right? Like, 20 years ago was still the fucking Wild West. Like, you're talking about buying a disc to add maps to your games. What kind of horse shit is that? That's absurd. But it was a huge deal with people lining up to get it. Along with their copies of Windows Millennium. Or something. Sitting outside the Comp USA, ready to fucking go.
We got to talk about the handhelds now. The handhelds from 20 years ago. The PSP had two releases, Coded Arms and Dead to Rights Reckoning.
Yeah, I mean, those are indeed games.
Those are indeed games. The DS had one game, Nanostray.
Oh, I fucking love Nanostray. Never mind. Nanostray wins for me, personally.
But Game Boy Advance had Harvest Moon, more Friends of Mineral Town. Not just friends, more friends of Mineral Town.
That's right. That's how you get slug cancer, Harvest Moon.
So Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, again. The creepy... wow, I can't remember his name. Johnny Depp, there it is. The creepy Johnny Depp. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. But really, the 10 out of 10 release here is the adaptation of the hit film Herbie Fully Loaded.
Fuck you. God damn it, I thought you were actually building up to something. I unzipped, I was ready, and you're like, Herbie Fully Loaded. Ugh.
Lindsay Lohan on Game Boy Advance.
Boy.
In a talking Volkswagen Bug.
Son of a bitch. Have you seen her lately?
No. Isn't she in that new Freakiest Friday thing, or Freakier Friday? I don't know.
It's like somebody walked by a skeleton and was like, do a Lindsay Lohan cosplay. The skeleton was like, yeah, bet, right? And then she needs a fucking sandwich, man. I feel bad. Like, and I'm not even like trying to be a dick. I feel bad that she got to a point where she felt that that's how skinny she had to be. It's unsettling.
I can't tell. Can't find any recent pictures of her that aren't just her face, and she looks fine, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Look at the neck. It's a dead giveaway.
The Lindsay Lohan train that I am willing to drive right now.
Willing to give a shit about? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so the 20, not spectacular either.
No, definitely Halo. I mean, I love Nanostray. I think Nanostray is a really cool, underrated game that like is definitely not for everybody.
Right.
Yeah,
That
it's
was from
definitely
the
the Halo
Iridian
map
3D
pack.
team, wasn't it?
Probably. I mean, you sounded very confident, so I'm going to assume you knew what you were talking about.
Iridian 3D was Shinin, and you did Nanostray. Yep. Damn, I'm good.
Yeah.
They also did Strawberry Shortcake, the Four Seasons cake for Nintendo DS.
Wait, is that
10
game
out of 10.
legitimately called Strawberry Shortcake, the Four Seasons cake?
Yes, it is.
You can't say cake that many times in a title.
Clearly, I can. Don't you tell me what I can do.
Strawberry Shortcake, the Four Cake Seasons cake. Like what? Fuck no!
Dot
don't
cake.
do that. .cake. .net.
All right, now here we go.
Fuck off.
with the 30. This one,
You're feeling good. I can hear it in your voice. You're excited.
Good. Good is a harsh word, but
No.
at least trying to choose between. It's an interesting month, and trying to choose between Super Nintendo and Genesis, I think, is kind of difficult. So Super NES had 7. Genesis only had 3.
Oh,
of the 7 Super Nintendo releases, there were only 3 that I felt were even worthy of writing down. One, because I've always loved the name of this game, is Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie, the game. Just chef kiss.
Yeah.
Tecmo's Secret of the Stars, which some people like, I believe.
I don't know that I know what that is. What is that?
It's an RPG. It's a turn-based RPG. And it's a Super NES RPG, so it obviously has a cult following because all Super NES RPGs do. I believe it has a cult following. I don't know that it's super well regarded, but it's also not well regarded. But the big one is Wild Guns.
Okay.
Damn fine game.
Yeah.
And now we have over on the Genesis, the only 3 games on Genesis were Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Crossroads of Time, whatever. Exo Squad. I seem to remember something about Exo Squad. Am I crazy? Oh, this was based on a cartoon. Okay. But Comix Zone.
Oh, fuck. I mean,
so really, I feel like we're pitting Comix Zone against Wild Guns. Now, if we're talking about which game is cooler, it's Comix Zone hands down. But which game is better? Comix Zone's not a great game. Remember, we played that for the pain in the ass-a-thon.
I know.
That game is fucking broken. Wild Guns fucking rules.
It does, but Comix Zone did something. And did it pretty well. Like, it didn't fucking stick the landing. There was a big hop. It was a big hop. Right? Not even like a little hop where like a 1/10 of a point deduction. Like, it was a big hop, you almost fell on your ass. But it was something different and interesting and clever, and fuck, that game needs to be remade. Like, just tip to tail.
Have you ever seen Exo Squad for Sega Genesis?
No.
Because I'm kind of impressed.
It's based on a cartoon I didn't watch, so...
Right. But, like, I'm looking at the gameplay and, like, this shit looks like Afterburner. And this shit looks way better than the Genesis version of Afterburner. This is pretty wild looking. Who developed this? Somebody put way too much effort into making an Exo Squad game. Like, this does not look like a cheap... Like, somebody thought about this. The mech suits that you're in, they animate on, like, a piece-by-piece basis. So
that's pretty cool.
Like, I'm looking at it, like, each piece of the Exo Squad suits are animated, like, individually. So, like, when they walk, they almost look like they're polygonal, but it's just a series of sprites that are animating together.
Huh.
Okay, well, now I gotta know who developed this thing. This is crazy. Exo Squad Genesis. Because I don't want to undersell Wild Guns, because that game fucking rules. Nova Trade. Why do I know Nova Trade? Nova Trade.
Fuck. Why do we know Nova Trade? I feel like they did something we like.
Oh no!
Or something we hate.
No, they did Legacy of War.
Oh fuck! Never mind. Worst game ever made. I'm sure this is just a shit.
Dolphin.
Oh god! Never mind. I'm getting angrier by the second, Kris. Fuck, I've already punched a puppy today. I'm going to go have to find more puppies.
They also did Calibri for 32X, the weird hummingbird game.
Yeah, I fucking played that. I don't give a shit. You said 32X and hummingbird game. Like, oh, fuck, yeah, Calibri. Oh, everybody fucking knows Calibri. Obviously, I mean, that redeems them for all Legacy of War, sure, that's one thing. But if you fucking played Calibri, the Calibri? Fuck.
Okay, but for real, you got to check out this Exo Squad Genesis game.
I'm looking at a screenshot.
You got to see it in motion.
I don't want to see it in motion. I don't want to change my opinion. I have made a decision, and I don't want to fucking have anything that comes in and tells me differently.
Fair enough. Comix Zone it is. Sega CD.
Zone it is.
Sega CD had The Adventures of Batman and Robin. Nothing hit 32X this month. Fantastic. Great job, Sega. What are we on? Month 3 or 4 of the 32X? 0 releases. Neo Geo had one release, one that I have not heard of, called Far East of Eden Kabuki Clash.
Oh, I don't know that one.
I like everything about that title.
Yeah.
Like every word of that.
There's a lot of words.
East
like
of Eden,
you just pulled all of those out of a hat.
And Kabuki Clash, Clash is spelled with a K, so...
Of course.
Yeah, of course. The Atari Jaguar only had one release, but it was a killer. It was Super Burnout. You ever play this game?
No.
It's a not as good facsimile of Hang On. So it's a motorcycle racer that looks. It does a really convincing Sega Superscaler impression. It's a really fun game. Super Burnout for Jaguar is a solid game. I like it.
All right.
I think the biggest surprise...
I'm looking at some screenshots of this Far East of Eden, and man, does this look like a Neo Geo fighter.
What, a fighting game on the Neo Geo?
Yeah. But there's a second meter, Kris, that says magic. What the fuck could that be? It's got to be different than every other super meter that builds up in a fighting game.
Sounds magical.
I don't know. I'm going to have to check this out. I'm going to leave this tab open and revisit this in the future when I'm not so angry.
So, the big surprise this month would be that the 3DO had 7 releases.
That's a lot of releases for the 3DO.
7 whole-ass 3DO games in one
7
month.
whole-ass games. What were the games, though? That's
Strawl, Virtuoso, Tripped, Space Ace, Kingdom, The Far Reaches, Cowboy Casino, and Mazer.
I mean, listening to that list of titles, is it any wonder that the 3DO fucking failed? Like, what are those names?
All right, so Trips is one of the 3DO games that I own. It is a, I want to say, columns-like puzzle game.
What does that have to do with tripping?
I think it's actually no. I'm mistaken. I'm looking at the gameplay. This is Puzzle Fighter. Like it's just
still not good. Still not good.
I mean, it's
descriptor.
It's a good game, but it's like if Puzzle Fighter was really ugly, that would be Tripped. I mean, Space Ace.
Is
obviously
it
Space Ace
with a T or an ED?
Neither. Trip apostrophe D.
Nope. Fuck you. Fuck. No. Don't tell me anything else about any of the 3DO games ever again in this segment. Ever. I'm done listening. I'm turning my headphones off. Message me when you're done talking about this.
You like Space Ace?
Sure.
Do you need a 3DO to play Space Ace at this stage? No.
I don't.
Space Ace I need to
wait
DVD.
10 more years and watch it on fucking YouTube. That's what I need. Nobody needs to play Space Ace
on DVD. Like
Jesus Christ.
Let's see. This is another interesting one. The Sega Saturn had its first new release since its launch in May. So the Saturn launched in May, took all of June off, and then at the end of July got exactly one game, which was Bug. And, like, I know, you look at the 3DO and you say, well, how did the 3DO fail? But then you look at the Saturn and be like, this is the same situation. How did this go? How did the Saturn not just fly off the shelves at this point?
How did this go so poor? You know what, guys?
The system.
We're going to put anything out in June? No. Launch lineup, very, very strong. All right. I mean, that is an
July?
opinion to have. July, one game. Listen, wait for it. Bug. Like, what's he do? Bug. He bugs.
It's a 3D-ish platformer. 3D adjacent platformer. The handhelds, Game Boy had 3 releases.
2.87D platformer called Bug. Fucking get out
Exclamation point. Yeah, Game Boy had 3 releases: Animaniacs, Arcade Classics, Asteroids Missile Command, and Primal Rage, which was... I've never played it on Game Boy, but I imagine it's fantastic.
Oh, boy. Yeah,
I'm
trying to think of all
terrible.
the systems that I would want to play Primal Rage on. And obviously, the number one system would be like a Tiger Electronics handheld version of it. I can't... Like, that would be fucking great to play Primal Rage. But after that, Game Boy.
Huh.
Now, again, don't try to give me information and tell me it looks good. I've made my decision and I will hear nothing else.
All right, well, then don't listen to me as I say.
Shut your mouth when you're talking to me.
This is more Mortal Kombat 2 than Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat 2 on Game Boy, we had that discussion. Mortal Kombat 2 was surprisingly good on Game Boy, whereas Mortal Kombat 1 was atrocious. This, if you had to port Primal Rage to Game Boy, which at this point you did. You had no choice. Somebody had to do it. Popular game, popular system, you got to make it work.
Yeah.
This is not bad. This really is not bad. It's
still Primal Rage, right? Like,
yeah, exactly. It is Primal Rage on Game Boy, so it's about as bad as Primal Rage could be, which is pretty bad.
So, like, you're starting at a 7 if everything goes perfectly. You're at a 7 tops.
Well, now I want to know what the Game Gear one looks like, because I almost wonder if having color makes this worse.
I would imagine it does, right?
Right, because
it doesn't look good to begin with. I don't hate Primal Rage. I know it sounds like I do. I think it's a really cool idea that could be done really, really well now.
Well, like, once you get over the initial look of all right, here's claymation dinosaurs beating the shit out of each other. Once you get past that, I've never found that there was much of a game to play underneath it.
Right. Yeah, like, I think it's something that could be done now, like, because there is a good idea there. Like, I want to be a dinosaur fucking up a gorilla. Like, obviously I want that. That's an awesome idea.
I feel like the Game Gear 1 doesn't move as well as the Game Boy 1. The color does not actually make things worse. I think the Game Gear handles the color about as well as you could. But, yeah, I feel like it doesn't move as smoothly as the Game Boy 1. Huh. Anyway,
I don't know. I feel like if you do
the one Game Gear release.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to say, I feel like if you do Primal Rage in like a War of the Monsters style game, like not a 2D fighting game, but like a 3D run around, destroy shit, but like make it bloody kind of thing. Like, there's an idea there.
I just like, attaching these characters to a competent 2D fighter. I think that'd be a great idea.
I mean, that would be fine too. Yeah.
The one Game Gear release was Earthworm Jim, by the way.
Oh, I mean, it's fine on Game Gear.
I'm trying to remember it on Game Gear.
It's fine.
Okay, yeah, I have. Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, but also that's how I feel about Earthworm Jim.
Yeah, it doesn't look as good as the console versions, but it's it's scaled properly. Like, they shrunk the sprites down so you have a full field of view, and that's really the most that you could ask for from a handheld port of this.
It really is.
It animates well enough. It is perfectly adequate.
It is perfectly Earthworm Jim.
Good job, whoever ported Earthworm Jim to Game Gear.
Yep.
And then that just brings us to the 40, to 1985, which has been a fat lot of nothing. The arcade got the original Hang On, which I adore. So that's
a great game. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
But again, nothing on PC. Atari 2600 is still in a drought until next month. Nothing for Intellivision until October. 5200, nothing for the rest of the year. ColecoVision not for a couple of years. And the Game & Watch...
so wild.
There was a Game & Watch game, Tropical Fish. That was it. That's it for video games in July 1985.
Yeah. I mean, if you were a kid in 1985, you had to be going out and getting tetanus or something. There was literally nothing else to do.
Reading books or comics.
Ugh, gross.
Or playing old video games.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Suppose you could be still rocking the 2600 Superman.
Oh, we'll talk about that.
Fuck that game. I stand by it. I stand by what I said.
Well, that's the 10, 20, 30, 40.
Yeah, that's boy.
Look, next
again,
month
Chris, as I said earlier, tits to the future. What do we got?
Next month is going to be more interesting because next month the Virtual Boy launches. So at least there's that.
I mean, again, if you want to look for a system launch with all bangers and no mash, look no further. I submit than the unprecedented launch of the Virtual Boy.
There are no bad Virtual Boy games released in North America.
Nope.
They weren't all great, but none of them are bad.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. There's not a lot of them, which is what it's got going for it.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, when you release 6.5 games, like, you know.
It was 14, Dan. They made 14 adequate games, and a couple of really good ones.
14 games. 14. And then they were like, fuck it.
Pull the plug.
Eat a dick, all of you supporters.
Sorry.
You
fucked up. No, they took one look at the 32X and were like, you know what? Let's cut our losses.
Yeah, we're good.
I see these guys are still trying and it's not going well. Let's cut our losses. Anyway, that wraps up the 10, 20, 30, 40.
Did you see what the 3DO did? It can't even spell fucking tripped correctly. We gotta move on. This generation is shit. We're out.
What do we got cooking for the 32X? A hummingbird game? Yeah, okay, we're out.
Calibri, Chris! Fucking Calibri!
We're going to take ourselves a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to see what's going on in week old news. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from Geekade.com. Stick around. And now here's a quick look at what's new from us and our partners at Geekade.com.
First up, are you familiar with the Thunder God? No, not the literal Thunder God who blasts ass during rainstorms to let everyone know when lightning has just struck, but the drummer for the rock band Guster. He used to play a weird hand percussion drum set. If you haven't, then you should check out the new episode of Turning Tracks, where Kris tries to convince Matt that Guster is a band worth listening to. Was he successful? I mean, I'm not going to fucking tell you now, because then you're not going to listen to the episode. That would defeat the purpose of this commercial. Find out in Turning Tracks episode 32, Guster.
Next, back before Mario Kart took place in its own world, it was more than just Mario Kart, it was Super Mario Kart. Yes, chock full of Mode 7 and split-screen goodness. The Super Nintendo Entertainment System brought us the very first Mario-themed racing game, unless you count all the others, and it kicked off one of the most successful video game franchises on the planet. I count them. And you know what? It had some really great music. Find out what Matt and I think of this classic soundtrack in Waveback episode 186, Super Mario Kart.
Finally, Kris, I come to you today, hat in hand, to ask you a question. Do you know what a Timbit is?
I don't.
Nah, well, fuck, I don't either. Or maybe I do. I'm not the one writing the script. I'm just the one reading it. So if I do know what a Timbit is, I should probably say something about it now, shouldn't I? But I don't. So maybe I should look into it. I should really stop being such an uneducated swine. You know who does know what a Timbit is? Ryan from the Weekend Rental podcast, I'm assuming is what the rest of that sentence is supposed to be because it stops at the A. And Andy, well, fuck, Andy, he knows how to slap strings. And they both know how to survive Game Boy crafting games because, and I do actually mean this, they're fucking awesome. They really are, genuinely. Listen to their latest exploits in Weekend Rental, episode 207, The Gamers Try to Survive. Also, Timbits are fucking delicious. Of course I know what a Timbit is.
Well, for all these Timbits and more from us and our partners, sure to keep your eyes on geekade.com. Oh, hey, we're back. Welcome back. Oh, God, I'm still looking at video footage for Earthworm Jim on Game Gear. I gotta turn that off.
Why? Jesus.
Because I forgot it was on, and then I looked over at my second screen. I was like, what the hell is... Oh, God.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Going.
Mister, look at me, fancy pants in the castle. I looked over at my second screen. Uh-huh. Yeah, I forgot the rest of us poors are just looking at one split screen, because we only have a monitor on which we play Calibri. That's it.
Skill issue.
No? I mean, well, maybe. Depending on the skill. Whatever.
Looking at one screen is woke, Dan.
All right. Well, fuck me. I'm as woke as it gets then.
You gotta get a second screen.
I mean, that's not true.
That's
I
what
have
real
like
men do.
I have like 5 screens in here. I've got my iPad and my Steam Deck and my phone and my computer and my watch. There's a lot of fucking screens in here. And they're all playing porn all at the same time. It's all different. It's like, what am I into? What am I into? What am I into? I just gotta keep back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
You know what I've discovered a bit this week? And I can't... Discovered isn't the right word. But it has been put into my feed via reactions to these videos.
I am so excited that you are transitioning from my comment about lots of different porn, and then you know what I'm into. I can't wait.
Oh, I didn't say I'm into. It's just a thing that has been showing up in my feeds a lot lately, is I'm discovering the depths of the manosphere.
Oh, yeah, that place is a fucking shithole.
I didn't know that there were so many dudes with microphones that just have the shittiest takes ever about life, women, and everything.
Literally everything.
Hi, I'm the shittiest dude you've ever met, and I'm going to tell you why wiping your ass is too feminine.
Yeah, I heard what you almost said, because that's what they say. Yeah, dude, this whole fucking... right-wing fucking grift thing that they are doing, because it's such bullshit too. Like, none of it is fucking genuine. They all sound exactly the same. Every fucking dude that has one of those podcasts or YouTube videos or fucking TikTok, whatever the fuck, they all sound exactly the same. It's such fucking nonsense. It's so gross. It's so gross.
But Dan, wiping your ass is feminine.
It is. That's why I use a bidet, Kris. Because you know what's not feminine? Is shooting water up inside your asshole. And being a little bit like, ooh, I mean, it's clean and feels kind of good. I don't know what that says about me, but fuck it. I'm not wiping it.
I saw I heard the phrase spoken aloud. Real men have skid marks.
No!
And it's like
real dirty ass fucks that ain't.
And it's women need to be okay with that. Because that's how you know you've got a real man. They're out working and sweating.
and shitting. Shitting their pants.
They just have no time to clean their assholes, apparently.
That's right. Bunch of these fucking chodes saw us at Billy Madison. They were like, oh, I pissed my pants too. Well, I must be fucking a Miles Davis or whatever that fucking asshole says.
But also, if you do wipe your ass, you're standing up to do it. And women need to teach men that you should wipe your ass while you're sitting down.
Well, I mean, we actually had a poll when I lived in H Court at Stockton. We had a poll up on the wall, and we made everybody check mark one side of the poll or the other, whether you wiped between the legs, sitting down, like front to, like you went in the front and then kind of like scooped forward, or if you like stood up a little bit and
around.
Went from the yeah. We like
the manosphere is a strange place, Dan.
Came. It really is. It really is. And apparently, also, get a
living
fucking
by
bidet.
the water. What living by the water is feminine too. If you live near the water, you absorb the water's feminine energy because water is apparently inherently feminine. So if you want to be a man, you have to live in the mountains where clearly there is no water.
I mean, except all of the water that helps all of the things grow in the mountain. Other than that obvious
water.
Other
than that.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, so two things. One, fuck all those people. They're all a bunch of assholes, and it makes me sad that there is enough people listening to them for there to be so many of those assholes. And two, I can definitely hear your fan currently.
Oh yeah, look at that! I'm seeing it show up on. Oh, because I just moved my microphone.
Oh well, why would you do that, Kris?
Well, I changed.
That's
positions.
feminine.
I sat up.
Moving your microphone is feminine, bro.
You're right.
Man up.
And I need to pay this guy to learn about dating and how to get women and how to not be feminine. God,
how to fuck, Kris. That's what you got to do.
So weird.
You want to fuck? You don't touch your microphone.
Well, that's enough feminine energy. That means it's time for my favorite segment, your favorite segment, everyone's favorite segment. Strap yourselves in for week old manly news.
Week old man news.
Welcome to Week Old News, where we talk about all the news that was new a week ago. I threw a couple of things. I threw a couple of things in here that aren't strictly video game related because I felt that we needed to discuss them. But the first things first. We don't really need to go into this because there's not a whole lot to talk about. I just love that this is a thing. Universal once sued Nintendo over Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And now they're making a Donkey Kong movie.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. That was from Polygon. Good job on the headline. There's nothing else that needs to be said about this.
No. None of it matters. Nothing matters.
Next up, Kotaku reports... TV report on retro games absolutely nails it. The BBC paid tribute to classic games by cramming Super Mario Brothers into a Super NES. Fantastic. Good job, guys.
So, like...
when
this is where we're assholes, though.
Did they not... Like, I get it, but also, like, did nobody notice the cartridge didn't fit? Like, boy, there's an awful lot of room, and it's not catching anything. I think I'll just rest it in. I'll rest it in here. It'll be fine.
They covered something. Let's move from there. Let's educate. Let's be like, hey, BBC, I see you. I appreciate you. But hey, you want to not look like a fucking asshole next time? Maybe, just do a second or two of research. Like, where did you get that shit from? Somebody had to bring that in here. You didn't have that there, I assume, right?
Somebody brought it in from home, and they probably saw the report and were like, "Oh, fuck's sake!"
All right, I'll get it. Hold on, I think I have one of those game thingies. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I appreciate you, BBC, but also, yeah,
get your shit together.
But move on. I have a whole lot to actually say about it. Just move on. That's fine.
This is not a video game story, but it is a story that brought me a lot of joy, and I think it makes you happy too. IGN reports, Crypto's star turn in Superman sparks surge in adopt a dog near me Google searches.
Yeah. Fucking love that. Love that. That's great.
Yep.
Please.
That's just fantastic.
Please adopt. Don't shop. Name him Crypto. I don't give a fuck. I hope.
It's a good name for a
I
dog.
hope my current wife comes home. So I've decided I'm going to call her from now on. That's a TikTok trend. Big fan of. I hope my current wife comes home from work and is like, I can't believe all these new puppies that we have named Crypto. Like, I want that to be a problem. You know? Yeah.
Go Nintendo reports Danger Mouse announced for Switch to release in 2026. So there's a Kickstarter campaign that is going to be launching on October 1st, which is pretty far away, with a planned release of sometime in 2026 for a new Danger Mouse game for Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. No specific platforms, just those names.
Yeah.
I love Danger Mouse.
Yes. A lot. And
the original was just a huge part of my existence as a kid. And when they did that reboot on Netflix, I could not believe how good it was. I could not believe how good it was.
It was way better than it had any right to be.
It was Danger Mouse, but modern, and I was over the moon.
Yep.
Unfortunately,
you know what it didn't have, though, Chris?
What did it? What didn't it have?
It didn't have toilet humor.
I don't know what this means. It says plenty of toilet humor, but no potty mouth. Just incredibly dangerous foes to battle all over the globe. Knowing Danger Mouse, if this is Danger Mouse level humor, that's a pun. The toilet humor thing is some sort of meta joke.
I don't have confidence.
I don't know what to make of this, because why is it a Kickstarter? 15 levels of side-scrolling arcade battle action, super danger-filled levels. Team up as Danger Mouse and Penfold in cooperative multiplayer to take on the Baron's evil epic do-overs. Take control of the iconic Mark IV to drive, dive, fly, and tap dance your way to victory. Again.
Yeah.
Time wasters.
All of this?
We mean minigames.
All of this I'm into.
Look, I'm into it. I love that they're making a new Danger Mouse game based on the reboot that ended a couple of years ago. This is a very strange timing, but you know what?
It is.
The fact that it's a Kickstarter almost makes me think that this is from somebody who is really inspired to make this. Who is Art of Play? What have they made before?
I don't know. See, what's giving me pause while you're looking that up is there was a recent Phantom game that came out. And by all accounts, like from the people who would care, which would be the Phantom subreddit, of which I'm obviously a part of, by all accounts, it sucks.
Yeah, and that's from Art of Play.
Imagine, Chris.
And as you are saying these words out loud, Phantom comes up on their website. I'm like, oh no,
I know,
because it looks amazing.
It does, but imagine making a Phantom game in the year of our Lord 2025, and it being shit. Like, how do you care enough about this property to get to the point where you have a whole ass release and it sucks? Again, I have not played it. Maybe it's great. But the people that I trust, their opinions on this, like the other 7 people that are on the Phantom subreddit, are all like, man, this shit is disappointing. It looks awesome, but it's disappointing.
This is also the group that's doing the Lady Death game, apparently.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
The Phantom Game Review. Okay, so it's a beat 'em up.
Yep.
Looks neat.
Mm-hmm.
This is Game Reviews 2025 YouTube channel. And, yeah, there's no words on the screen. Well, this guy seems to like it. Says that there are minor frustrations, but it's got a good story and it looks real nice. Huh.
Latest user reviews on Metacritic for the Phantom. Don't believe good reviews. They're from the dev, family, bots, and paid reviewers. Even free, just watch it on YouTube. It's not worth it. 1.5 to 2 hours, very boring, very long. Very expensive, very, very repetitive. Short, yeah, I mean, it's
that's
got
what
a
I'm
55.
hearing in this review right now. Defunct Games is saying that it looks fantastic, but the gameplay is super basic.
Yeah.
It's not without merit, but it's pretty bland.
But this is what I'm saying, like, how do you make a Phantom game?
Gotta wonder if this is a company that's like, what properties can we afford? And let's just try to see what we can do.
That's almost what it feels like, right? Like with Danger Mouse and the Phantom and Lady Death. Like,
yeah, but then they also did the Rise of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They did Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. SpongeBob,
what the
Transformers.
Fuck was that?
Let's see. I think these are mobile games. Let's see. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Masked Missions. This is came out in 2018. Yeah, it's an app. It's a mobile game.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm looking at the page now. All of this looks like app shit. Invader Sim, the Doom game. Yeah.
This is kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's one thing this company gets right, it's the look. I mean, damn if these games don't look the part.
They do.
They just need somebody to make sure that the games are fun to play, which seems to be what they're missing. I feel like I played... No, I didn't play this Rise of the Ninja Turtles one. But again, it looks like the goddamn cartoon.
Yeah.
And it's this Danger Mouse one. They've got a couple of screenshots on here. And dang if it doesn't look good.
Yeah.
It's got the look.
Yeah, this Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse looks like an endless runner obstacle chase kind of thing. I don't know. You can play it on their website.
This is 2D side-scrolling arcade battle action. What does that mean? Like, is this a freaking brawler that I can play as Penfold?
Just words?
Because, like, I mean, I'm in. I'm not going to not try this. I don't think I'm going to back it on Kickstarter, but DangerMouseTheGame.com. What do we got here? They've already got physical editions planned, so neat.
God, it really does look so good.
It does. Stop it. Why?
I don't know.
This is very frustrating.
It is.
Because I love Danger Mouse. I've wanted a good Danger Mouse game since I was a little kid. I used to fantasize about a cool side-scrolling Danger Mouse platformer where you could run around and do cool Danger Mouse stuff, but it was also
Danger
funny.
Mouse?
Like, man, son of a bitch. So mad.
I know, you can hear that fucking transition music at the end of the show in your head. Every time you have said the word Danger Mouse, it's played. Because now the music plays and then fucking Count Duckula's about to start. Like it was a glorious fucking hour of television.
I remember when I used to watch Danger Mouse, it was before Count Duckula, right? They didn't do that. Nickelodeon didn't get that spinoff yet, so it was Danger Mouse and then a short of Banana Man.
Oh, fuck yeah, Banana Man. Banana Man! This is good stuff.
That's tugging at the heartstrings. That reminds me so much of sitting on the living room floor watching Danger Mouse and Banana Man on my old TV. Oh boy, oh my heart. I'm gonna watch an episode of Banana Man after this.
I'm gonna watch it while we're recording. Fuck you guys.
Anyway,
enough content at us.
Time extension reports YouTuber
it's on
rated
next week's Cartoon Express.
Yeah, Banana Man. Make a Banana Man game. YouTuber rated for reviewing handheld emulation consoles preloaded with Sony and Nintendo games.
Yep. No. I mean, I have to really give a heartfelt, sincere shout out to our government for spending taxpayer dollars wisely. This is important shit, Kris.
I don't think this happened in America.
Come on, man.
I think this was a British dude.
Was it? Now I take it all back. No, fuck it. I don't take it back, because we would do shit like this. And fuck Britain, too. What a dumb thing to do.
Full of ROMs, none of which should be included under copyright law. See, like, we very specifically do not sell those things with the EverDrives, because that's not technically what they're for, and that's super illegal.
It is super illegal. You are only allowed to shmemulate the games that you legally own and have ripped yourself. That's it.
We're not going to sell you a memory card filled with hundreds of bootleg games. As you can imagine,
you gotta go to the mall for that.
About this. And Nintendo recently took action to prevent its games from being shown off in video reviews of these devices. As a consequence, many manufacturers have started to remove Nintendo games from their preloaded libraries. This has now been taken a step further, with Italian YouTuber Once Were Nerd, who in addition to covering retro also reviews emulation handhelds, having his home raided by customs enforcement officers from the Guardia di Finanza armed with a search warrant to investigate the promotion of pirated materials. So I think this happened in Italy?
What a fucking waste of time. The raid took place on
April 15th, and the
apparently
YouTuber
we're
says
not
that
the only stupid government.
I mean, like, on one hand, don't do... I don't know. These... I understand, like, if you're promoting this thing, like, the picture on Time Extension is God of War running on something shaped like a Game Boy Advance. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Sony is pissed about that. But also, like, there are more important things to do with our time, I suppose.
So much more important things. Like, because here's the fucked up thing about that, right? Here, this is what I believe. I don't know if this is true. I believe it to be true. The person who is buying one of those things and is playing God of War, like, and you're talking about, like, the 2018 God of War, right?
I think so.
Not like the original God of War?
Oh, yeah. Though the original God of War, yeah. PS2.
Okay. So, whatever. Okay, so the PS2 God of War. Oh, even fucking worse. The person who's playing PS2 God of War on one of those preloaded shmemulation consoles that you can get off AliExpress or you can get off fucking eBay or Amazon or wherever the fuck. They probably do own God of War or bought it at some point. There's not a ton of people that are like, you know what I'm going to get? I'm going to get some cheap knockoff fucking piece of shit thing because I got to play God of War and I can't figure out any other way to do it. This is going to be my first experience with it. Therefore, Sony is actually losing money on this product. This is actively hurting them. What a fucking waste of time. Just what a waste of everyone's time and resources. People got paid to go to that guy's house. Like, really? Fuck. Is it comforting we're not the only stupid government, Kris? I don't know.
Slightly comforting. Please hold.
Is it? Okay. Uh-oh. You gotta make a tinkle?
No, I just found out that somebody I worked with at Guitar Center died.
Oh.
Oh, she was so cool.
Is this the Guitar Center you worked at where Dean got you the job, or was it the one, or did you work down in Mays Landing? I forget.
I worked down in Mays Landing, yeah.
Right, okay. I was going to try to make it Dean's fault somehow, but I guess I can't do that now, Kris. Thank you for taking that simple joy away from me.
She was so talented, too. She was an extraordinary guitarist.
Yeah.
All right. The world's a horrible place. Get a straw, suck it up. Moving on.
Way to bring the energy down in the room.
Sorry, just, these things happen. I just needed a minute to process that.
That's okay. I am sorry for you.
Yeah, she was good people.
That's a bummer. That legitimately is. Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on to the next story. look, I kind of don't want to bring this one up because it is not strictly video game related, but it is a thing that I just think needs to be talked about everywhere that it can be talked about. So I will just just say this out loud. The IGN headline, because this is the headline's been all over the place today. CBS cancels The Late Show with Stephen Colbert just 3 days after he called parent company Paramount's $16 million Trump settlement a, quote, big fat bribe. CBS claims that, look, I know this has nothing to do with video games, but it kind of could. Like, this is just...
Of course it could.
This one's hitting me so hard because this is such a huge overreach. Obviously, the CBS is saying that it was a purely financial decision and that the struggling late night, blah, blah, blah. Like, yeah, it was a financial decision. You want to make that merger, and you need Trump to like you to make that merger happen.
Yep.
It was a bribe. So, like, he had no leg to stand on in his case that 60 Minutes edited this footage to make Kamala Harris' answer look smarter.
Right. I mean, he definitely can't stand on those ankles. Have you seen them?
But this one just terrified me. Like,
well, because here's where it ties in, right? The fucking scary thing is that when you start to really like peel back the layers of this particular shitty onion, you get to the fact that most companies are owned by like 4 or 5 companies. You know what I mean? Like somewhere along the line, you know, your boss is way up there in one of these like big ultra mega fucking conglomerates, right? And as soon as fucking dipshit decides to turn his attention towards this medium for whatever reason and fires off some fucking poorly written missive that ends with "Thank you for your attention to this matter." Like, that's how you fucking conduct business on Truth Social, you fucking twat. But then it could be an issue. Because people are going to kowtow to this fucking dictatorship for whatever reason.
He said today he's thrilled that Colbert is going to be out of work.
Yep.
And
can't wait
Jimmy
for the
Kimmel's
others.
next. He says Jimmy Kimmel, by name, Kimmel's next. Like, oh, cool. So we're firing late show hosts. We're firing comedians now. Like,
the fucking leader of the free world has nothing better to do with his time than bitch about Stephen Colbert and Jimmy Kimmel. Like, come on. It just, how have we gotten so small? How have we gotten so small? That fucking, every time shit like this happens, that clip from the newsroom, right? Of like, we sure used to be. We used to chase great big beautiful things and like, but now we're just fucking small and petty. It's just nonsense. It's just nonsense.
He's all over the list. Anyway, moving on.
No, well, I actually saw it. Fucking, it makes me so angry that I laughed at it because I'm sure Elon didn't fucking write it himself. I'm sure it was one of his staff or whatever. But it was like, man, it's a real shame that Epstein killed himself before he found out it was a hoax, huh? I was like, oh man, now I gotta laugh at something that asshole said.
Yeah. The worst person you know makes a good point.
Yeah, I mean, broken clock twice a day. Whatever. It's fine.
All right, moving right along. Push Square reports the Mortal Kombat 2 movie doesn't look good, but that's kind of perfect. I couldn't agree more. Did you see the trailer for this movie?
Oh, fuck yeah. I watched the fake Johnny Cage trailer, and I'm sad I haven't seen any of those movies.
Right?
Yeah. I want to see every single one of those.
But and then the full trailer came out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked that last Mortal Kombat movie. I can't tell you a fucking thing about it. I don't remember shit.
It was the first episode of our Theater Near You podcast was dedicated to that movie. I don't remember shit about it.
No,
except for they invented a new main character for some fucking reason.
I don't even remember what he looks like. I don't know. I think he had a white shirt sometimes.
This looks great,
he wears shirts. It does.
This just looks great.
The little slide at the end when Kano's like, "You don't have any powers," and he's like, "Nope, just really handsome." It's like, yeah, this is exactly what I want.
Oh, boy. Katana's throwing the fans around, and Raiden looks like Raiden.
Cybot and
fucking Shao Kahn looks badass. Oh,
I don't know. Raiden doesn't look like Raiden. I mean, he doesn't look a thing like Christopher Lambert, so I don't know where you come off saying that. What really fucked me up about it is that I saw in the Discord notifications were popping up on my phone when I was working, and I saw like Mortal Kombat and the movie and excitement. And then I think you said it, Kris, of like, fuck, I forgot Jared Leto was in this. And then I watched the Mortal Kombat trailer trying to figure out which one of them was Jared Leto. I was like, is he fucking Shao Kahn? Like, what the fuck? Is he Baraka? And then like later, right after I got done watching the Mortal Kombat trailer, the Tron Ares one popped up and I was like, oh, I get it. I should probably read the whole thing before I just like fucking comment on the headline.
That was the Kotaku headline that I was going to talk about next. Neutron Ares trailer looks good. Ah, damn, I forgot Jared Leto was in it.
Yeah, for real, though. Like,
it's exactly how I felt about that, too.
I know.
Damn, that looks good. All right, so back to Mortal Kombat. This looks fucking great.
Looks awesome. Looks fucking great.
This looks exactly what I want Mortal Kombat to be. Like, I really did... I did not hate that last Mortal Kombat movie, but I don't remember shit about it.
Which is fine. That's not an indictment on the movie.
It is a little bit of an indictment because that original Mortal Kombat movie, a little bit. That original Mortal Kombat movie was the kind of stupid that I want out of a Mortal Kombat movie. It was so memorable. And I think that's the problem. Like, the Scorpion Sub-Zero shit was super memorable. And then the rest of it was just not a good movie. I had a really good time because of that super cool Scorpion Sub-Zero ninja movie. But then, like, the rest of it was kind of just there. Yeah. Whereas this one, and I don't remember who said it. I think it was somebody in the Discord. Like, we were talking about that new character that they invented for the last movie. And I think the funniest thing they could possibly do is kill him in the first 5 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Because they seem to be replacing that main character with Johnny Cage. And in the original second Mortal Kombat movie, Annihilation, they fucking killed Johnny Cage in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That would be so fucking funny if they kill that useless character off just to get Johnny Cage into this movie. Oh, that would just be beautiful.
They need to, what the fuck is it? Executive decision? Like Steven Seagal's all over the marketing and then he's dead in 3 minutes? It sucked through the fucking airplane engine. Like, oh shit! Didn't see that coming. Anyway. Yeah, I agree.
I love the Scorpions. Scorpion's got the proper get over here.
Get over here.
Yes.
Yeah, back to being
1,000 times. Yep. Yes. Just pump it into my veins. Fucking love classic Mortal Kombat.
Yep.
God damn it.
God damn it.
Now, I'm pretty sure this has been since the first Mortal Kombat. 'Cause it's been a while. But the guy who plays Jax, Makad Brooks, I believe his name is. He's one of the main detectives on Law and Order now. So, like,
oh, is he?
Now seeing him as Jax is just lovely. Like, I enjoyed him last time because, like, he was James Olsen in Supergirl. Look, I thought Supergirl was a pretty decent show, but that whole Jimmy Olsen take was one of the dumbest pieces of shit they ever did in that show. Whereas when he was playing Jax, I was like, yeah, this guy's pretty cool. I like him as Jax. But now I know him as a detective on Law and Order, and that's just going to make this viewing experience even sexier. I'm so excited. Mm-hmm. So then Tron Ares, same day, we got this new trailer for Tron Ares, and I really like the conceit of this. I was kind of curious what was going on, but apparently some military group figured out how to get programs out of the grid and is trying to sell them as military. Just like, look, I can kill them and then I can just bring them right back to life. Like, this is the perfect situation. Oh, damn. Okay, I really like this idea as a new plot for Tron. I'm curious if Tron's going to be in this movie anywhere. Mm-hmm. I'm curious how it's going to tie into the second one. I think the Nine Inch Nails song in the trailer sounds pretty fucking great.
Sure.
I'm pretty stoked for this soundtrack. I like Nine Inch Nails. Yeah. This looks great, minus the Jared Leto aspect. I don't know why people get... I don't know why he keeps getting work. I just don't. His movies are not successful. He's not great in them. When was the last time Jared Leto was in a successful movie project?
Fight Club? Maybe?
And that was that was a long-ass time ago. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. He's not a big box office draw. So, like... What's the deal? Why does he keep landing these roles?
It is, in fact, Morbin time.
It is. It's always Morbin time.
I don't know if you know this or not. It is, in fact, Morbin time.
Oh, my God. We didn't talk about farts. Hopper just beefed.
Atta boy, Hop.
He just sleep farted right in my general direction. Well done, son. Just good awesome. Job. It's funny, I turned around and I'm looking at him on the couch, and there's this... I put this gap between the couches now so I can easily get to and from the bar. And Ellie was just like, look, now I can use this as like this gymnastics thing. And I'm like, that's a terrible idea. You're going to fall and get hurt. She's like, no, I'm going to be fine. And then today, I'm working, and she's down here farting around. She falls flat on her chest on the basement floor, gets the wind knocked out of her, and she's just like wheezing and crying. And I'm just like, all right, come here.
I mean,
you okay?
Told you so. I told you so.
I'm going to look you square in the eye and say, I told you not to do that.
Yep.
You fucked around and then found out. Win stupid prizes.
That's right.
Anyways, moving right along, IGN reports Super Smash Bros. Competitor is on a 10-day winning streak, earning $262,101 so far on Jeopardy!
It's not where I thought that was going.
Yeah, Scott Riccardi,
for him. Nerd.
Who is an active Super Smash Bros. Competitor online, is doing great on Jeopardy right now. Cool.
I lost
that
on
is the
Jeopardy,
entire story.
Baby.
This is a cool one. Retro RGB reports new Fenrir light model unveiled for Saturn. This one's really cool, objectively speaking, but slightly less cool for us because we just recently ordered a whole bunch of the previous Fenrirs, and
now they suck.
That's just don't know why nobody told us that they were releasing a new model that does the same thing at half the price, but that would have been cool information to have ahead of time, but we'll see what happens. The Fenrir is... Yeah, it's...
I didn't know that piece of information. I don't read the staff Discord all that closely because none of that shit really applies to me. Yeah, I appreciate that I'm there. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that was a nice bone that Ryan tossed me. I'm like, cool. Part of the staff Discord. I don't know what any of this shit means.
Look, we haven't spoken to them about this yet. This news just dropped today. That they've got the Fenrir Lite. It's got a purple board and it's being sold for looks like it's going to be translate to about $58 US, which is a huge discount over the previous one. The Fenrir Duo, which is the current model,
$6,000.
Whoa.
Big drop in price.
We sold a ton of Fenrirs over the holidays. Yeah, it's $139 is the regular Fenrir Duo right now. So this new one, it's super great that they've made this newer version, and apparently they're working on a quote better, faster, stronger Fenrir will be released. But they're still a ways off on that. It's a great product, and we've sold a ton of these things. I'm just, so for the video game community as a whole, that's pretty fantastic.
Right.
I guess I just, personally, I'm a little like, would have been nice if we had a little bit of a heads up that this was a thing that y'all were working on, but I'm sure it'll all get sussed out because
I would have ordered twice as many of those.
The Fenrir folks have always been fantastic to work with, so I have absolutely no doubts that this is going to work out in some way, shape, or form. It's just like one of those stories that hit me. I was like, "Hey, do we know about this?" No. Well, that kind of sucks.
Well, shit. Yeah.
Kind of. What are you going to do? And that's it. That's all the week-old news I got. I'm sure there were other stories, but I think it's time to move on.
There was that fucking weird Atari thing. The Atari and Volkswagen thing or whatever?
Oh, yeah. Apparently you're going to be able to play Atari games in Volkswagens. Time extension reports. Atari's bringing versions of some of its classics to Volkswagen vehicles. I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird.
Sure. Missile Command Recharge is scheduled to be introduced at a later date. So a couple of recharged games, and you could, looks like you can sync up your phones to play them that way. Sure. Why not?
Yeah, it's a little weird. It's a little weird.
It's a little weird.
Here's a little pro tip for any of the younger listeners who might be getting their driver's license relatively soon. Don't fucking play video games while you're driving.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
Super bad idea.
Yeah, bad plan. So we're going to take ourselves another quick break. When we come back, we're going to hit you up with the checkpoint, talk about what's been going on. You're listening to the Stone Age Gamer podcast from Geekade.com. Stick around. Do you miss the days when you'd get a fresh issue of Nintendo Power in the mail every month? It was stacked with reviews, previews, and all manner of cool new stuff about the world of Nintendo, and it even came with a free poster. Well, you don't have to miss those days anymore because Nintendo Force is here. Functioning as a spiritual successor to Nintendo's classic magazine, Nintendo Force is staffed with top-notch writing talent, and me for some reason, to deliver fresh new reviews, previews, and more right to your door every other month. And yes, posters are still included, except ours are double-sided. So if you want the thrill of learning all about the world of Nintendo in physical format, head on over to NintendoForceMagazine.com and learn all about it. Nintendo Force Magazine, the force of Nintendo fans.
Hey, I'm Ryan.
And I'm Andy. Neither of us are David Crane, but we are the hosts of David Crane's Amazing Movie Time.
That's our monthly Geekade Patreon exclusive podcast that covers movies that are cult classics, weird, or just sometimes laughably bad.
We ourselves have at least two of those qualities, so I guess it makes sense to hear what we think of those movies in retrospect.
You can hear all that and more by becoming a Geekade Patreon supporter.
And, as always, be kind, rewind.
We are Safe at Home, the leading dog rescue in the heart of New Jersey. Are you searching for a loyal companion, a dog that will bring love and joy to your home? Look no further than Safe at Home. At Safe at Home, we believe in giving every dog a second chance. We rescue, rehabilitate, and find loving forever homes for dogs in need, right here in the Garden State. Our dogs are ready to make a lasting impact on your life. Each one has a unique story, a wagging tail, and an incredible capacity for love. When you adopt from Safe at Home, you're not just gaining a pet, you're becoming a part of our family. Our dedicated team ensures a seamless adoption process, providing ongoing support and guidance. With New Jersey's beautiful parks, beaches, and trails, you and your new furry friend will have endless opportunities for adventures and cherished memories. Safe at Home relies on the support of compassionate individuals like you. Your donations and volunteer work enable us to continue saving lives and finding forever homes for these amazing dogs. Join us in creating a safer, happier community for dogs in New Jersey. Together we can make a difference and give every dog the chance to feel safe at home. Visit our website or call us now to learn about how you can be a part of the Safe at Home mission. Safe at Home, because every dog deserves to be loved and protected. www.safeathomerescue.org.
everyone, Kris here. Podcast listening is free, but podcast creation is not. That's why the Geekade Patreon exists. In an effort to help us pay the bills, we've got a Patreon page set up where you can gain access to our monthly podcast topic schedule, get early access to many of our shows, and more. If you'd like to help support Geekade and keep these shows running week after week, head over to the Geekade Patreon page, linked in the show notes of this very podcast. All right, everybody. We are back. We're so back. It's been
so back. We're so back. We're front. Turned around. It's the fucking hokey pokey in here.
Yeah. These guys suck at hokey pokey.
They.
What a bunch of assholes.
Of assholes. So we're at the checkpoint, right?
Checkpoint!
I'm going to start, all right? Because I actually do legitimately want to hear, I want to hear about how good Donkey Kong Bananza is. Or if it sucks, which I don't think it does. But I do legitimately want to hear about it, so I want you to save it and go first. Because we do have to have a little bit of an after-school special here, Kris. Really just because, like I said at the top of the show, this has been just a fucking horrendous week for me. I think as of right now, I was talking about it earlier in the Discord. I think as of today, Friday, when we are recording, since Sunday night, I think I've slept like a total of 20 hours from Sunday to Friday, and certainly not all at the same, not in a row. It hasn't been like, well, at least I got 5 hours of sleep each night. No, that's not how that worked. It has been an awful week. I have been incredibly angry all week. I have been just fucking outside of my head and feeling weird and very dizzy and very lightheaded. And all of this is happening because as part of the treatment plan throughout, the cancer journey and chemotherapy and all of that, one of the things that was happening to me that I spoke about a lot was the pain that I was getting from the neuropathy. So in addition to the numbness and the tingling and the difficulty holding things and all of that, which is certainly triggered by weather, which has not been great this week either, there was a lot of pain that was coming from it. Just very, very deep bone pain. And that sort of thing. So one of the ways that is counteracted in cancer patients is through the use of antidepressants. Okay. So starting in, I don't even know when they started me on them. I don't even remember, probably October, November, something like that last year, when the pain was just started getting to a point, because it's cumulative as well, right? Every treatment was worse than the last one. So as that pain was building up, it finally got to a point where I was like, all right, I need something. This sucks on top of this sucking. So let's see what we can do about it. So they put me on the antidepressants because one of the side effects of the antidepressants is that it helps with the pain from the neuropathy. It doesn't actually stop the neuropathy. It doesn't reverse the neuropathy, but it does handle the pain from it. Which is great. And it was certainly necessary and certainly something that I needed to be on throughout the course of the treatment. And as I've been talking to my doctor about trying to come off of these medicines, he was like, we got to start coming off of the Cymbalta. You got to start weaning yourself off of this. You don't stop cold turkey. And I was like, well, no, obviously, I'm not going to stop cold turkey. So I started going, about a month or so ago, or 2 months ago, I guess. I started going every other day. And I did that for about a month. And then I started going every 3 days, right? So like I would take it on Monday, and then I would take it again, you know, on Thursday, and kind of like mapping it out that way. And then this week, after we got back from meeting Frank over the weekend, we went up and we did that on Sunday. That night before I went to bed, I took one of the pills, and that was the last one I took until this afternoon. And apparently that was a gigantic fucking mistake. And I really should have taken one probably like Wednesday or something like that, because the legitimate withdrawal symptoms that I am going through coming off of this medication are awful. They suck. And what
sounds to me like you need a 24-hour gym.
I need to go install some fucking hooks at a gym is what I need to do. Like the fucked up part about it for me, right, is knowing the history of substance abuse that is in my family. You know, my father, both of my grandfathers, my cousin died of a fucking heroin overdose, and obviously I know this isn't heroin, it's a very different thing. But still, you know, my family, we are somewhat predisposed to having this, you know, addictive personality and whatnot. So because it's so personal for me too, the level of anger that I currently have towards myself for not being able to wean myself off of this quicker is, one, fucking silly. Like, it is misplaced and misguided, and it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. So that's one. Two, it's still there, no matter how logical the rest of that shit is. And three, those feelings are then exacerbated by coming off of the antidepressants, right? Because even though I wasn't taking them because I was depressed, coming off of them is triggering bouts of depression, in addition to not being able to focus on shit and not being able to sleep and having weird, like, almost, it's hard to describe, right? It's almost like your brain keeps getting struck by like very Mr. Shmee, right? Like my brain keeps getting struck by lightning every.
That must hurt.
It does, and it like you short circuit for like a minute or two, and like it happens when I'm driving or when I'm walking or when I'm watching TV. It almost feels like you kind of like zzz and fucking like reset. It's fucking weird, and I hate it, and I'm angry. And I just like, oh my god, it has been awful this week. Just absolutely awful, to the point where today, after I took my current wife, fuck, that makes me laugh so much each time. I really hope that somebody is listening to this for the first time and they're like, fuck, his current wife, that's fucked up. I took Chat to work today, and she was like, all right, when you get home, take a fucking pill. And I was like, no, I'm not fucking taking, like, I was fucking just like being a dick about it, because I just can't help but be a dick. And she was like, look, the kids are having a friend come over, you're in a bad mood, you haven't fucking slept, you're fucking wired on caffeine. I had like 6 cups of coffee before noon today, because I took Tiff to work at 12:30, so I got up at 6 because I just couldn't lay in bed not sleeping anymore. So I got out of bed at 6, and I think I had like 6 or 7 cups of coffee by noon, and then like got a Mountain Dew on the way home, because I was like, I'm just fucking like wired and angry, and don't do drugs is really like, that was a long rambling way to say don't fucking do drugs. They're awful. I don't know why people do this shit. I really fucking don't. I don't get it.
That sucks.
Yeah, I know there's nothing else to say about it. It's just, man, it is fucking awful. It is like legit laying in my bed, being unable to sleep and going through fucking withdrawal symptoms, you know? Like, fuck, man. And then all the feelings that it conjures up on top of it, like, oh, son of a bitch. This isn't cool. This isn't cool. Because I don't know how you feel about it, right? Because this isn't something that, like, we talk about generally, but I have been, for the most part, even knowing the family history that I have and my father being, you know, manic depressive, bipolar, all of those things, I have always been very, very leery of antidepressants in particular. As just a class of drug, I know that they are miracles for some people, and I know that they are also a crutch for so many other people, and it's not actually helping any of the problems that they actually have. And then, you know, experiencing what it's like to come, like, I understand right now so much why people stay on these things when they do not need to. Because this is hard. It was easier to quit smoking than how I feel right now, which is fucking wild. So don't do them if you can. You know, I mean, if you need them and your doctor is like, this is what you need to be because you do whatever. I'm not saying that, you know.
Yes, there are chemical imbalances. There are things in your head that can be like, this is not something that's like wrong in your life. This is something that inside of you that is not functioning properly, and this medication can regulate that. That is one thing.
Right.
But also it's more complicated than that too, because like you said,
100%
it can absolutely become a crutch. And I mean, I don't mean to liken it to something as simple as coffee, but crutches are crutches. You know, it can be this thing like, I cannot function in the morning without my coffee. Like, okay, that's funny until it becomes true. When it becomes like, no, I can't get myself out of bed and I can't make a plan. I can't do anything for the rest of the day unless I have a cup of coffee. Like, well, what if there's not coffee around?
Right.
Then is it the problems of everyone around you? Because you are addicted to coffee? Like anything that you can become addicted to. I am also personally extraordinarily weary of any and all medications because I know I have an addictive personality. Yeah. You don't amass a video game collection the size of mine without having an addictive personality. Like,
yeah, like we're all borderline hoarders. Like, I understand, like, pot, kettle, black. Like, I know who I'm talking to.
I was talking to a friend of mine about drug abuse a while back, and I was like, yeah, I mean, I get it. I've never done drugs of any kind because I'm boring, but I also avoid them like a plague for several reasons, not the least of which is that I have an addictive personality. And they were like, what do you mean you have an addictive personality? I've never seen you do anything. I'm like, you've been to my basement. You don't do this if you don't have an addictive personality. Like,
no,
if I, thank God I don't like any, I have no interest in that stuff, and I don't like any of that stuff, because if I did, I would be in pretty serious trouble because I am very easily can become, I can very easily overdo things. So I'm always extra weary about things. I'm always of the mindset of like, to a degree, especially when it comes to mental stuff. And if I can talk my way through it, if I can make my way through it without the addition of extra stuff, then that's the route that I feel that I should go. Maybe it's not for everybody. I am not a psychologist. I'm not a doctor. I don't understand all the ins and outs of the way this kind of stuff works. But I do know that, at least for me, when it comes to general health, if I can get through it on my own, that's what I should do, because I don't ever want to become reliant on something if I don't have to be. Like, it's when the problem with my back. You know, the doctor that I had seen for my back has just been like, yeah, we'll get you some medication. I'm like, forever. I don't want to take pills forever. I don't want to just rely on taking some pain meds forever because you don't want to figure out what's wrong with my back. That's not how I want to live my life. So I'm still in back pain all day, every day, but it's less now because I'm trying to strengthen the area around it. But I can, anytime I want, I can bend my back in a way that will make it impossible for me to stand up. I sit wrong, I'll know it, and just...
And that's that.
It's as easy as that. That's that. My back is fucked up, and I don't have the money to pay for it. I personally need therapy. I need to have a therapist, but I also can't afford it, so I go to the gym.
Yeah. Yeah, America. I mean, it's fucked up. Like, I have, and this is the last thing, like, I'll say about it, because I don't want to just bring us down entirely, right? But I currently have, just for anybody, you know, I just want to put this out there. I am looking at the list of withdrawal symptoms from Cymbalta. Cymbalta is the medication I was on. It's known by like a bunch of other names. Duloxetine is the actual name of it. The generic name of the drug is duloxetine. Cymbalta is the one that seems to have the most advertising dollars behind it. So that's the one that most people know. So the withdrawal symptoms that I am experiencing this week. There's only one that I have not felt, and that is suicidal ideation, because that I just won't, like, I just don't ever feel that way. I'm never going to feel that way. That is way too personal. There is a fucking wall in my brain that even Cymbalta withdrawal is not getting through for that. But this, I'm going to read you the list of symptoms, and this is what my week has been. Nausea, dizziness, headache, irritability, tingling skin sensations, insomnia, fatigue, anxiety, mood swings, sweating, nightmares. Those have been fucking great this week. Holy fucking shit. Shock sensations. Oh, I haven't had any seizures either. That's the other one. So no suicidal ideation, no seizures, depression, and diarrhea. That has been my fucking week this week. All because I tried to go 5 days between taking a pill. That's fucked up. Yeah, that's fucked up,
not
right?
Great. That's not what you want.
That's fucked up. No, it definitely isn't. It definitely isn't. And like, what's even crazier, and like, just in an effort to be as transparent as possible, as we are sitting here talking about this, what is running through the back of my mind as I'm saying these words right now, literally what is running through the back of my mind is, you only have 3 left. You need to make sure you call your doctor. That's what is going on in the background as I am telling you all of this other shit. How fucked up is that?
I thought you were going to say, in an effort to distract myself, I've been furiously masturbating this entire time.
Oh, well, that too. Thankfully, sexual problems are not one of the fucking withdrawal symptoms. Those are one of the side effects you could get from taking this shit. But that didn't happen either, because I am fucking cock strong.
Fucking beautiful.
God. Yeah. I almost got out and punched a kid on a bike today because he yelled dickhead at me when I was driving past. Because I drive in Philly most of the time, so I'm not like most New Jersey drivers. I don't pull to the complete other side of the street when somebody is riding a bicycle. You know what I mean? Because, like, I drive in the fucking city all day. There's nowhere to go. Like, I'm not going to hit you. We're good. But I was driving Tiff to work, and I went around this dude on a bicycle, and he was like 15 or something like that. He was some shitty little kid. Like, he was still wearing a bike helmet. Like, he wasn't legally allowed to ride without a bike helmet. And I had my window down, and he was like, fucking dickhead! And I slammed on the brakes, and Tiff was like, what are you doing? And I was like, I'm gonna fucking yell at him! Like, what? Oh my God. She was like, you better drive the fuck away. You are a grown-ass man. I was like, all right, well, he fell off his bike a little bit, so maybe Maybe he's a manosphere bro and he pooped a little bit. That, you know. Maybe he's got some skid marks because I scared him. Fucking shit. Just yelling dickhead at a grown-ass man. Boy, I'll fucking whoop your ass in front of your parents. Anyway, so don't do drugs, kids. That's my... just smoke pot, like, if you're going to. I don't do that either because I don't like it. But, like, that does not have any of these fucking withdrawal effects. Anyway, sorry. Tell me about Donkey Kong, because I legit have not been able to play anything, man. Like, I bought Shadow Labyrinth today. I bought Tony Hawk today. I tried to play a little bit of Death Stranding, but I just couldn't, like, fucking focus on it, you know? So I really haven't done much of anything this week.
Apparently, at the Phillies game this evening, they did a sketch with the Philly fanatic and the girl Philly fanatic that was making fun of the dude who got caught cheating on his wife at the Coldplay concert.
Oh, shit. Nice.
They put that together right quick. Well done.
They certainly did. Very topical.
There you go, guys.
There's nowhere like Philly to take the fucking piss out of somebody immediately.
All right. I mean, I have a whole lot of stuff to talk about, but if you would like me to...
No, I mean, do what you're going to do. We are only 2 hours and 23 minutes into this podcast, and there's about 35 that Evan's got to cut out. So,
yeah,
you know.
I mean, this time...
Go nuts.
Look, this time is not a reflection on you. The 10, 20, 30, 40... What the hell else could we have possibly said about any of that stuff? There was nothing there.
There really wasn't.
Oh, boy. Okay, so we already talked about the Mortal Kombat and the Tron trailers, so I can cross that off my list. We already talked about my gym upgrades. So wait.
Yes, I did see Thunderbolts. I watched that the night before we went up to see, or the Friday, because we recorded last Thursday, right?
We recorded last Thursday, and that was the one thing I really wanted to talk about, was we went to go visit a listener.
Right. Yeah, I did watch really Thunderbolts.
Talk about that.
It was fucking awesome.
So,
yeah,
right.
It was
Thunderbolts was a good damn time. I'm so pissed that movie didn't perform better in theaters.
It was so good. Yeah. Like, not even like, oh, this has been so good in comparison to the rest of the Marvel movies that haven't been great recently.
No qualifiers necessary. It was
no
just
qualifiers
a damn
necessary.
Good movie.
Fucking excellent. Fucking
really
excellent.
Liked it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to seeing it again sometime. Really enjoyed it. I also really enjoyed Superman. I won't say anything else because I know you haven't seen it yet.
Monday. We are going Monday.
I look forward to
talking with tickets.
You about it soon. We went to go see it on Tuesday because that's when our theater does cheap movie days. All four of us went to go see it for just shy of $30. So
I mean,
that's
not bad.
That's not bad.
That is not bad.
We were going to go. Karen liked it. The kids enjoyed it. Ellie loved it.
Good.
Ellie, just whenever Crypto was on screen, Ellie was just shrieking with joy. Just watching that with her was really something special. That was awesome. So happy. Like, you know, she got it. She followed the story, which is. We'll talk about it. we'll talk about it. I have thoughts. But yes. So I guess on the. All right, I'll get the personal stuff out of the way, and then I'll talk about video games because I have lots of personal stuff to talk about. But I think the first thing we should talk about is that Frank, who wrote into the show a while back, he was having some health issues, and I'm pretty sure I read the bulk of this on the show at one point. Dan, and then Paul and Sean from the Theater Near You podcast, we all went to visit Frank, and he showed us his super cool game room, which was awesome. He bought Qdoba for lunch. He got Qdoba catering, which came with what can only be described as an unconscionable amount of chips that I'm still working on.
Legit a week's worth of tortilla chips.
I mean, this is the regular food. It is so disproportionate to the amount of other food that was included. It's out of control. Like, I finished the rest of it, no problem, because we left some for Frank, and then Paul took some, and I took some, and you and Sean were just like, fuck you, I'm out.
Yeah.
But this bag of tortilla chips, I've been like making nachos, just kind of grabbing a few here and there, like all week long. It's almost empty, and they're just now starting to go stale. So that bag held nice.
That's great. Yeah. QW was good shit, man.
Yeah, they really upped their game since last time I ate there. I used to eat there a bunch when I worked in Hoboken, but they don't have any by me, so I haven't gotten Qdoba in ages, and it was quite tasty. I'm very happy with it. But yes, it was really nice hanging out with Frank. So he lived in this like apartment complex, and there was this really swanky. What was that, like a clubhouse kind of?
Yeah,
or,
it was a clubhouse
center sort of thing. Like, so
not like a clubhouse, like in Friday. Like, what you stealing boxes for? You trying to build a clubhouse? Like, not that kind of clubhouse, but like, you know, you go hang out, and there was a fucking it was like pool tables and
like a
like a nice lounge area.
Yeah. And so like we all
Very
just kind of
nice.
sat around and talked for, I don't know, a while. It was a lot of fun. Frank's a super cool dude. He was really nice to host us. And we all had a good time. The drive wasn't so bad either. And I'm really glad
it was
we
great.
did it.
Yeah, me too.
He gave me the NES Atlas, which was great. It was
That's
one
awesome.
of the original Nintendo strategy guides, like the Nintendo Power style strategy guides. It was the one that I was missing. So now I have, I mean, obviously, like the game specific ones, I don't have all those, but those original ones I have now. I'm thrilled. So thank you, Frank, for a wonderful day.
Yeah.
That was a really good way to spend the day. I felt great afterwards.
I really did too. He got me a lovely bag that I've been using every day since I got it. It's got more pockets than I know what to do. Like, I gotta go get more shit because it's got so many fucking pockets. But he did actually. So I've been kind of on the fence about this project that I've wanted to do. And after being in Frank's game room, it actually kind of solidified it for me. So I had talked a while ago about wanting to make like game covers, right? For the digital games that I own. You know, because like having a Steam library is cool. And certainly not for every fucking Steam game, but I thought it might be cool just like in the way of I'm looking for something somewhat creative to do and also practice, you know, like with some graphic design and some computer programs and all that kind of shit. Maybe I will design some covers that would fit in cassette tapes. Right, because I'm never going to... There's nothing physical for a Steam library, so it doesn't have to be this big thing. Maybe I'll make, like, some cassette tape covers. Wouldn't that be cool and an interesting sort of challenge? And then I kind of decided against that, and I've been waffling back and forth, but after being in Frank's room, I realized... like, fully, honestly, truly, like, one of the things that I regret is the decision that Tiff and I made, and it was me who was pushing... for this when we first left New Jersey and moved down to Florida, is that we were going to be staying in apartments and very small houses for the foreseeable future. And it was like, all right, look, we've got a really huge DVD collection. We've got a really huge video game collection. We've got a lot of shit that is taking up a lot of space. So we had, you know, between the two of us, once we moved in together, combined our DVDs, and then Blu-rays, you know, pretty quickly thereafter. It was like, so we've got like 1,500 of these. This is a lot of space to dedicate in a one-bedroom apartment to 1,500 DVDs plus, you know, however many video games and whatnot. So it's like, all right, we're going to take all the DVDs. We're going to get little sleeves, like, you know, GameStop, Funkoland, whatever, where they keep all the used games in the drawers. We're going to get those, put all the DVDs in there. We're going to throw the rest of the shit out. And that's what we did. We threw all the fucking artwork and the cases and all of it. We threw it all away. And I did the same thing with, up to that point, it was my GameCube, for the most part, PS1 and PS2 games. did basically the same thing. I only had like 1 or 2 PS3 games, like right when we made this big project, because it took us like a fucking week to do it. I only had like but 1 or 2 games, so it was like, fuck it. These will stay in the case. And like I almost instantaneously, once the trash bag left, regretted it. But it was like, you know, whatever, it's fine. We're going to the all digital future. Streaming kind of came after that, whatever. So over the last few years, as I've been feeling this kind of push back towards physical media, I've been like, man, I really wish I hadn't have done that. So, cause I can't go get, like, I'm not going to go on eBay and buy the case and manual for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I have the disc. I'm not going to go buy that shit. That's fucking nuts. Like, I care, but I don't care that much. So this week, in an effort to try to focus on something in my rage and my anger, I have decided that what I'm going to do is I'm going to get just a whole shit ton of Blu-ray sized cases. So basically replacement for PS4, PS5 games, like that size. And that size in particular because they don't have the weird cut at the top for Blu-ray. You know, they kind of go the entire length of the case. And I have been digitally recreating front and back covers for. I'm not even through my entire PlayStation library yet. But that's kind of the plan now. After seeing Frank's room, everything lined up, your room, Kris, some of the pictures that our listeners have shared, knowing that we're going to be redoing the office coming up, I was like, all right, this is a project I want to get to. So that's what I've been doing, remaking fucking labels for all of my PlayStation games. Then I will move on to PS2 and PS3. Because the PS3 ones are so frustrating because some of them have the red 3 on them, and then some of them say PS3, and I fucking hate that.
Yeah. Switch so branding like halfway through the generation. Yeah, I hate that
fucking hate that shit. So
but
yeah,
you can make them however you want.
I can make them however I want. And for the PlayStation 1 games, I went and found the design documents for the original PlayStation are online, and in those design documents is the hex code for the PlayStation Gray, because you know it's kind of like that purpley gray. Mm-hmm. So that is the color of the spine. You know, for the PlayStation 1 games, and then I'll figure out what I'm going to do for 2 and 3 and all of that shit. But it's been fun. And it was
when it comes to the physical part of this, just make sure you talk to Andy, talk to us.
For sure.
As far as maybe help with prints, maybe help with getting cases. That's an advantage of being an employee.
That's right, baby. Woo! But all of this, that big long-winded explanation was to say Frank and his game room really fucking solidified it, because Frank's game room is one of the first collections that I've looked at where I went, fuck, this was basically like what my game room would have looked like. Very similar games, you know, as far as like Nintendo and PlayStation are concerned. I didn't have Saturn and like that kind of shit. But most of the rest of what Frank had was like, fuck, man, I have Mr. Mosquito, you know? I've got all of this shit, and now I got to recreate it. And it'll all be in Blu-ray size cases, so it'll match and it'll look cool on a shelf, and it'll just be for me.
I really liked all of his, he had a lot of custom stuff in there, which was neat, because, his collection wasn't there because of its value. It was there because this is the stuff that he loves, and it's similar to my collection. Right. He had a lot of interesting reproduction cartridges. So, where he would get a cart, he had a Mega Man 1, but the game was in shitty shape, so he bought a replacement case, a replacement cartridge,
shell and label. Yeah.
And took the board out and put it in the nicer shell. His Link to the Past is amazing. I got to get me one of those. It's his
Zeldas were
shell
so
for Link
bright.
to the Past. That's like looks like the NES gold shell, not like the Ocarina of Time gold shell, and it's beautiful. I gotta get me one of those. Like I need that, and I don't even have my cartridges out on display. I just don't give a shit. I need that to be in that box. I just need it.
Right. For sure. Because and what you just said though is so important, right? Like so much of what we do, right? Like this borderline hoarder shit that we're all on about. But it's for us. Like that's kind of the thing, the main thing that I love about our community that we've built up is that it's not an investment community. You know, that is the
huge part of this community that is an investment community,
right?
And that's why
but that is the
fucking
least
expensive.
Discussed aspect. I'm not going to say we never talk about it, but that is not the driving force for any of us in our Discord. So I can't speak to the larger community that we don't interact with on the reg. But our Discord certainly in that kind of smaller interior, inside baseball community that we have, it is just about collecting shit that makes you fucking happy.
Yeah.
And that's awesome.
It's just about it brings me joy. That's its entire purpose for me.
Yeah.
So yes, Frank, it's cool, dude. Thank you very, very much for hosting us. I'm so glad we got to go do that.
And you haven't joined the Discord yet, Frank, and you should, because you missed 2 separate feet pics this week.
Yeah.
I mean, they were man feet, but they were fucking free feet pics. Video game discussion, jokes, memes, free feet pics. Like, what the fuck else could you all possibly want? How the Discord is not tens of thousands of people at this point is beyond me.
So the thing that's kind of been stressing me out this week is that my mom had to go in for surgery yesterday. My mom had a very interesting situation. She had been going to the gym for a while, and she was noticing a lot of the time when she was trying to do things like push-ups or anything that involved her getting down on the floor, that her chest felt really weird, and that she was getting heartburn all the time.
That sucks. Heartburn is awful.
It is. So she went to the doctor, and the doctor discovered that she had a hernia in somewhere in her chest, and her stomach had decided to travel through said hernia.
Oh, awesome.
And so most of her stomach was just hanging out by her lungs.
Go home, stomach. You're drunk.
Which is a really strange. That's like my mom's entire insides were just not in the right order. So that's kind of neat. So
I love intelligent design. Whew.
The first plan, she had talked to the doctor. So the first plan was awesome. The first plan sounds like something that Sean would come up with. The first plan for the quote-unquote surgery was to basically boil it down to its simplest plan. They were going to put her under and numb her, and basically just stick a stick down her throat and just beat it back in place. Just shove the stick down there and just beat the stomach back into place.
Yeah, no, that's how you do it.
Apparently that is how you do something like that, but there were other complications that they found out, and they're like, shit, we got to actually go in there and do surgery. So she has 7 holes in her stomach. She went in and she was in surgery for a couple of hours, and when she came out, while they were in there, they punctured a lung.
Oh, fuck!
Not terribly, just a little teeny tiny poke of a balloon hole, and so they had to keep her overnight. And she was apparently all puffed up in weird places because air was going all these places it wasn't supposed to go. But apparently she's fine now. I think she's home. I didn't get a text back from my sister. My sister had driven her to and from the hospital in Philly.
Sure.
It was the hospital that she got treated at for cancer. And, I haven't heard back from her yet. She was with my dad the first time, and my dad, even as a passenger, the road rage of just driving in and out of Philly was enough to, like, start fires. So dad stayed home.
Get that.
Dad stayed home today to pick up my mom. Apparently she is okay. Again, I haven't heard from my sister, so that's it. I'm not super concerned because my sister is my sister, but I would like to know that she's home safe. I'll text her in a bit just to follow up, but that's been kind of sort of on my mind. That kind of sucked, but I'm glad she got it taken care of, and she's now unfortunately going to be on a liquid diet for like a week, and then like kind of gradually. So she's got like bone broth and stuff to drink. It's like,
smoothies and shit.
This is gonna be. She can't even get to smoothies until like I think until like a week. Like it's got to be clear liquids.
Damn.
It's
well,
brutal.
Vodka is clear. That's vodka is a clear liquid. Technically, I think she can also, if it's anything like any of the like clear liquid stuff that I had to do, like pre and post surgeries and whatnot during my treatments, Gatorade is allowed as long as it's not red. Which is kind of a lifesaver in those moments, because it gives you a little something more.
I know she's got everything already, but I don't know. I didn't go into the details of everything that she's going to have, but she did all of her shopping already, so she's prepared. But I'm also she's thinking that she's going to be like good enough to take Ellie to her. She's got her theater camp on Tuesday that my mom paid for and is going to take her to, and she's thinking she's going to be up to that on Tuesday, and I'm like, I don't know, man. I'm prepared to take her next week because I don't know that you're going to want to be driving around my lunatic 8-year-old on Tuesday. Like, I'm sure you're going to want to, but I don't think you're going to want to.
Yeah.
So but it could be worse, but yeah, that was a source of stress this week.
For sure.
But on the opposite side of the spectrum,
when you actually like your parents, it's difficult when they get old.
You don't want them to die.
Yeah.
So on the opposite side of the spectrum, let's go with some good news before we go on to the slightly bad news again. The good news is that I ran a 5K this week.
Nice.
I mean, I ran the whole goddamn thing. It was on Tuesday after I went to the Tuesdays and Thursdays are my light gym days where I go and I just go on a treadmill and walk fast and talk to a friend and then sit in the sauna. And then Tuesday afterwards, I have felt like I haven't been doing enough. Like I feel like I have the energy to do more. So I decided to try doing a little bit of running afterwards. And this week I was like, you know what? I tried running with Hopper, and it just doesn't work. He just wants to stop and sniff everything. It's really bad for trying to run. So this time, I walked him, I went home, and I said, I'm going for a run. And I had this thought of, like, trying to work up to a 5K. I think I talked about this before, where I ran, like, a mile and a half, and I was like, I feel like I could probably do it. I'm going to try to work up to that. And then I tried to figure out, like, you know what? Let me see how far I get. I'm going to keep running until I get to the halfway point, right? 5K is like 3.11 miles or something. So I'm going to go to like 1.6 and then turn around and do exactly what I do forward, backward. That will equate to a 5K. So
makes perfect sense.
I just wanted to see how far I could go before I couldn't anymore. And I did the whole goddamn thing. I never stopped. I never walked any of it. I ran the whole thing. It was ugly. It was sweaty. It was not fast, but I never broke stride. I ran the whole goddamn thing, and I was damn proud of myself. By the end,
you should be.
I pushed pretty hard. It got really tough toward the end. My hip was starting to hurt, and both of my knees were starting to hurt. But I pushed, and I made it through it, and I did it. And I felt like $1 million for the rest of the day.
How long did it take you?
See, therein lies the rub. I don't know for sure because my fucking watch died like 3/4 of the way through.
Oh, that sucks.
It recorded 1.7 some odd miles before it died. I was like, son of a bitch. It was even on low power mode. I just forgot to charge it when I came home from the gym, and my watch battery is for shit anyway. I have to charge my watch like twice a day.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I've had it for 4 years now, I think.
Yeah.
It was a gift for myself for my 40th, I think.
Yeah.
And I got it when I still worked at the FAA, so I've had this Apple Watch for a while, and its battery life is just for absolute shit.
Yeah.
So, that's on the list of things I'd like to get for myself one day, is a new one of those, but...
Sure.
It's real high on the list of priorities of things, is a new fucking watch.
Yeah, right. There's a new Apple Watch.
Get right on top of that with all that money I don't have.
Sure.
So, I ran a 5K. That I'm super proud of myself for that.
That's awesome.
Onto the downside again. As we spoke about last week, I have now seen Zombies 4.
And it did not meet your expectations?
Well, I think it was better than Zombies 3.
Well, I mean...
Just by virtue of
it doesn't come close
being...
to Zombies 2, but a little better than 3. They've gotten the franchise back on track.
Worst so far. Zombies 2 was definitely my least favorite. I hated Zombies. You don't remember my thorough review of the Zombies movies? You didn't tune the fuck out while I was talking? Because I did, and I was saying the words. The first one is exactly what it is. It's a stupid zombie cheerleader movie. And the second one was where they introduced werewolves, and that was just dumb. The music was bad. Everything was bad. The acting was bad. It's just bad, everything bad.
Bad. Bad news bears.
The third one was vaguely more amusing, but that's where it was aliens, and like there these blue-haired aliens, and they wanted to cheerlead for reasons.
I mean, I'm kind of into blue hair.
And yeah, we had that conversation.
We did, yeah.
So the fourth one is they all go to college and they get a car accident on the way, and they stumble upon this village that's half daywalkers, half vampires.
Right.
And there's like, here's the next generation. There's a kid who's a daywalker and a guy who's a vampire and a girl who's a daywalker, and the two of them fall in love, and their villages hate each other, and they've got to learn to see past your differences. And
it's so Montagues and Capulets.
It's beautiful.
This is high art.
It's Shakespeare, top to bottom.
Okay, I was a little worried there that maybe you didn't know that was shit. I was like, oh.
No, I know Romeo and Juliet. I'm not a fan,
okay.
I know Romeo
how
and
fucking
Juliet.
Dare you plebeian? Anyway,
I don't care for it. Never been a huge fan of Romeo and Juliet. I get it. I especially hate the fucking Baz Luhrmann movie.
I also really hate that fucking movie.
The gun says Dagger on it. Look how fucking clever I am! I'm so clever!
I hate that movie a lot.
Hate it. Every fiber of my fucking being. Anyway,
and I like I love Shakespeare. I like all the people in that movie. I abhor that movie. Anyway, go ahead.
Anyways, so Zombies 4 was not spectacular, but I survived it, and that's a good thing. And then we had our Star Wars night, which was really fun. My friend came over, and I showed her Star Wars for the first time, and watching her watch Star Wars was really fun. Yeah. Me and Karen are on the couch, and like every time something interesting happened, like she's like, just her facial expression, her reactions to the things were so fascinating. Like seeing how she connected with the movie, and she having no frame of reference. Like when Luke first showed up, she was like, "Huh?" Because she thought Harrison Ford was Luke. So like she had no idea.
Come on,
that's Luke.
Come on,
because we had to pause.
Like, how is that what you thought?
That's Luke. She was at the end of the movie. She was like, "Wait, so Obi-Wan's dead?" Like, I thought he was supposed to be this big deal. Like, oh man, all right. Good times. This is fantastic.
That's awesome.
Empire's going to be so much fun because she really liked it and she wants to see the next one. So I'm like, man, Empire's going to be so much fun. Because the thing about A New Hope is like, it's a great movie, but it's like it's not like a great, like, in-depth great movie, you know what I mean? It's just like a really fun, basic kind of adventure thing.
Yeah. It's
like,
very clear that he did not know he was going to make another one after that one.
Yeah.
Like, it's very clear. He hoped.
Like, when Owen and Baru were, like, burned and their skeletons were there, like, she didn't see that coming. Like, she also, like, when they blew up Alderaan, she was like, oh my god, they just blew up a whole planet. It was like, yeah, that's right. Like, I've seen so much Star Wars, I'm desensitized to it, but like, yeah, that is kind of a big fucking deal. Like, yeah.
Aunt Soondad and Uncle Gonna Bite It? What were their names again? Ooby Dooby Scooby Dooby Canooby. 'Tis the silliest name in the universe. You really do have to show her Thumb Wars afterwards, though.
Do I, though?
I mean, I do not like Bat Thumb and all the rest of that. Fucking Thumb Wars is legit hysterical.
I've never seen it. But there's no way I'm showing her funny. There's no way I'm making her watch Thumb Wars before I make her watch Spaceballs.
No! Come on. You're not an asshole.
No, but you're the one who's bringing up Thumb Wars and didn't say Spaceballs. How very dare you.
I figured that was kind of the assumption. Like, you don't do Thumb Wars until you do all fucking 9 Star Wars movies. You do fucking, you do Spaceballs, you know, obviously.
Good times.
Come on.
That wound up being Karen's movie pick that night. The next night was Spaceballs, so we wound up watching Spaceballs with the kids again. And now that they're a little bit older, they thought it was even funnier. Because, like, you know, they barely remembered it from when we watched it, I think, like 2 years ago, when Karen showed it to them for the first time. I was like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of this is going to go over their heads, but, you know, they were not super into it. But this time they thought it was really funny. So we ain't found
that movie.
We ain't found shit.
Makes me fucking laugh. It is so funny.
It is really good.
You know, the blips. What's the matter, Colonel Sanders? Chicken!
Nothing like kids and Michael Winslow and...
Yeah, no, it's fucking great. It's fucking great.
Absolute classic.
Yeah.
So, let's see. What else have I got before I'll finish with Donkey Kong, because that's been like the gaming for me this week. You know, obviously a little bit more Mario Kart here and there in the beginning of the week, but today I faced a challenge. So we're in the Discord, and Ferg obviously was listening to last week's episode and took some serious issue with us not being fans of Superman for Atari 2600.
Yeah, I stand by what I said. Game shite.
So I had never been able to figure it out. Like, that was my thing. Mm-hmm. I didn't understand the game at all. I played it at my cousin Jason Ryan's. They had the game, and I remember playing it, and just I did not get it at all. And Ferg was like, well, but you didn't have the instruction. You could have read the instruction manual. I was like, they didn't have the instruction manual. They just had the cartridge. And I flew around to Superman. The map didn't make any sense. Everything made weird noises. I didn't know what anything was. Like, none of it
didn't
made
know I'm
like
supposed to be doing, like, the bridge thing. Yeah.
Well, that was it. He said that I have it now. What's stopping me from doing it now? I was like, all right, fine. Challenge accepted. I will play Superman for Atari 2600 today. So me and Ellie sat down and played Superman this morning. I had to kind of explain to Ellie, like, all right, look, I know you've seen Atari games before, but you've never seen an Atari game quite like this, because this is pretty abstract. But we had just watched Superman, so like the first thing I did before I turned on I plugged in my Atari 2600 Plus and I turned on Superman, and she, took a look at the graphics and was like, what the heck am I looking at? It's like, look, that's Superman. That's the city. This is what game graphics could be back then. And it was really fun. After we've played Superman, we played a couple other Atari games, and I had a really interesting showcase of evolution of graphics technology, because I was like, you think that one looks bad? Check this out. I plugged in Donkey Kong for 2600. And she was like, oh my God, like, what is this? Like, you can see, like, what Donkey Kong's supposed to look like. Also, I have slightly bad news that I need to figure out, because I went to play Donkey Kong on the arcade cabinet, and now the sound's not working. I cannot get sound to come out of the sound bar. I don't know why, but I'll figure that out. But anyway, she's
Hopper
familiar
jump
enough
up
with
there and chew the wires.
probably. She knows what Donkey Kong is supposed to look like, and I also have a poster of it on the wall. And so like there's this, and this is the 2600 version. And I was like, that's that. But now check this out. This is the Atari 7800 version of Donkey Kong, and like it's still chunky, but it looks so much closer. And I was like, and this is the arcade version. Like here's this evolution of technologies for you. And she thought that was really interesting, and that kind of made my day. Anyways. Back to Superman.
It is kind of interesting.
I love it. It's my whole fucking career.
Yeah.
But so I before doing anything, we just turn on the game, don't hit reset or anything, and I just pulled out the manual and I read the whole thing. And as I'm reading, I'm like, this is really fucking complicated. I don't even know. I don't even know. They're explaining everything about the map and like talking about the objectives. So like, you have to get these. You go over and like Lex Luthor and a bunch of criminals blow up a bridge, and you're supposed to find 3 pieces of a bridge, and then you're supposed to catch all the criminals and put them in jail, and then change back into Clark Kent, and then ride the subway to the Daily Planet. And I was like, this seems nuts. Then I started playing the game.
Super ambitious.
It's very ambitious, but once I started playing it, even just having read the manual once. And kind of having a basic understanding of what I was supposed to be doing in the first place, I started having fun. It's like, oh look, it's a piece of the bridge, and I picked it up and I dropped it, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna finish the bridge first. I'm not gonna capture crooks. I'm just gonna finish the bridge. And so I started flying around, and I found all 3 pieces of the bridge. Eventually, I brought them back, and the bridge reformed. I was like, I did something. All right, now let's find all the criminals. And then I started flying all over the place. The map doesn't make any goddamn sense, but I had a blast. I actually had a whole lot of fun playing the game. I beat it 3 times to see if I could like do it faster, because the whole point is like it's the same basic principle. You just got to try to do it faster. Like Lex Luthor is riding some like helicopter backpack, and there's these little star-looking things floating around that are supposed to be kryptonite satellites that are floating around.
Sure.
And if you touch them, you lose your Superman powers until you touch Lois.
You turn back into Clark Kent, right? Yeah.
No, you're still Superman. You just can't fly anymore until you run into Lois.
I thought in the Atari one you turned back in. Oh, okay.
No, you turn back to Clark whenever you go into the phone booth. So that's how you switch back and forth. So you start the game,
right. Yeah.
You start the game and you have to walk over to the right and watch Lex Luthor blow up the bridge and fly away. Yeah. There's also a fucking helicopter flying around for some reason that Lois is like in sometimes, and sometimes the helicopter will steal pieces of the bridge. It's fucking annoying. It's like the Bat in Adventure. But then you walk back and turn into Superman, and then you start doing the objectives of hunting down all the criminals, and sometimes they're hiding in the subway system, and you got to jump into the subway and grab them and then drag them all over town until you can find the goddamn jail again. But I stand corrected. Superman's a pretty fun-ass game once you know what you're doing. It's like, I can't imagine doing it over and over again forever.
Yeah.
I disagree. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't care for it.
Turned around on it. Now that I have played it and I understand what I'm doing, I think it would be fun to try to learn how the map works a little bit better. Because like there's a science behind the map, and you have like, you can use your X-ray vision to see what's on the different screens in different directions. Like, I feel like figuring out how to do this faster and like competing against yourself for a faster time is kind of a fun thing. I think there's something there. But yeah, I came away with it completely turned around on the game. I legitimately had a great time with it. I'm glad I did that. There's a couple of Atari games out there because I had the thought of like, all right, maybe this is fun, because I remember having knowing from the internet that Raiders of the Lost Ark was a terrible game, and then we did it at Paid in the Assathon, and I was like, this is super complicated, but it's actually pretty cool. Like, yeah, I feel like if I was a kid when I was playing this the first time, I'd be trying to figure this out with like drawing maps and shit. Like, it was pretty cool figuring that game out. Like once I understood what they were going for. I still don't get Sword Quest. I don't think I'll ever get Sword Quest. I don't think those ones I don't really see those ones working out for me. One of these days I would really like to play through all of them, just like follow a guide and try to piece them together that way. But Superman's a different animal entirely. Superman's like, it seems real complicated on the surface, and then you just start doing it, and it's like, okay, yeah, this is kind of neat.
Yeah.
Sounds really obnoxious. Like the sound of Superman.
The sound is pretty
like,
awful.
Come on.
It does have
stop it with that noise.
It has S-tier box art. The box art for 2600 Superman is out fucking standing.
Ellie thought his chest was too big.
It is.
Like, what is that? I'm like, it's Superman.
It's
like,
weird.
Why is his chest so big? Like, because
it's
fucking
weird,
Superman.
But it's great. Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Great box art. So that was something I didn't expect this week, was being turned around on Superman. Like, shit, it's a great game. I really like it. I did spend a little bit of time with the Dreamcast this week. The product video I did was for the Ronin HD adapter from Behar Brothers. So I finally got to use one of those. That's a really nice HD adapter for the Dreamcast. The games look great on the TV. It's a nice looking little adapter. It works with all the games in the Dreamcast library, whether they're VGA enabled or not.
Very nice.
Wound up playing a little Crazy Taxi for the first time in a very long time. Because when I'm trying to decide what games I want to, be playing in the videos, I usually wind up going with something like Sonic Adventure that's like super recognizable.
Right.
It's like, you know what? Not that long ago,
or
I finally got a copy of
Grind.
Crazy Taxi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck, that game's good.
It is good. It's really fun.
I started
for
that thing
like
up
20 minutes.
It came right back to me of like playing it at Funcoland when it first came in, and the fucking Offspring starts up like, yep.
Yeah,
this game's great.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, I love Crazy Taxi for, like I said, about 20 minutes.
20
and then I'm
minutes,
good.
And you're good. Yeah,
and then I'm good for like
for
the next 20 years. I'm good. It's a 2020 kind of game. 20 minutes, 20 years. I'm out.
It's just a very fun, basic arcade game. I really like it. That was a lot of fun. All right, so Donkey Kong. Let's do this thing.
All right, tell me about this piece of shit Donkey Kong game that I'm not playing.
Oh, Dan. It's really good.
Fucking, I know it is. And fucking Snazum's nailed it today in the fucking Discord because I was talking about how fucking angry I am. You fucking asshole. Son of a bitch. His comment of just, man, if only there was a game where you could break a bunch of shit and take out your frustrations. You motherfucker.
Oh my God.
I love you, man. That was so perfect.
Look, I'm not in charge of anything, but I do think that Nintendo made a pretty hefty misstep not launching the Switch with this game.
You mean the Switch 2?
Switch 2. There's no reason the Switch...
Not launch it. Yeah, okay.
This should have... If you were only going to do one game to start the Switch 2, this should have been the one. This is your Breath of the Wild. This should have been the one game that started off the Switch 2, and then do Mario Kart a month later. Or just launch with both of them.
That's pretty bold, man.
Mario Kart
I get it. Like, I get where you're coming from. Sure.
Mario Kart was going to sell no matter what. Bananza, this game's that good. Like, I started seeing some reviews for it. Like, IGN dropped a 10 out of 10 right off the bat. I'm like, no, I don't know.
Wow. Yeah, I know. I saw a headline because I really don't want to know. Like, I didn't want to know too much, like, of people I don't know. Like, I value your opinion. I value our Discord's opinion. I don't give a fuck about what IGN says. To a point, anyway. I'm sure they're lovely people, but I much more value your opinion. But I did see like a headline or two that was like, so the Donkey Kong reviews seem to indicate Game of the Year. Like, that's how they're reading.
I can't say I'm far enough into the game to say for sure, but I'm not. I'm getting similar feelings from just that, how tight the game. Like, when I'm looking at it, it's like, it's not too dissimilar from something like Astrobot as far as like just overall presentation and just the joy of playing it. It is just fun to roll around breaking shit. Like, there was I got to this. It looks this like dude who was just like, if you break 20,000 pounds or whatever the unit of measure is, like, you break 20,000 of rock, I'll give you a banana. And I'm like, okay. So I just sat
Fuck
there for
yeah.
like 5 minutes beating the shit out of a mountain until I got my numbers up, and I had didn't feel like grinding at all. I was just like slamming and rolling into stuff, and oh my god, it's great. It looks wonderful.
That's awesome.
It does have a couple of small performance issues that I don't really care about because they don't get in the way of the way the game feels, which was what Nintendo prioritized. There's a lot of particles
not
going
the greatest
everywhere.
sign right out of the gate. I don't love that.
Well, there's a lot going on.
Sure.
There's a lot going on. They added a ton of particles and crazy shit, and they were like, okay, this is, and when I say like, I mean like real minor hiccups. Like not like, it's not slowing down to like a slideshow. It's just like, you're going to notice a couple little ticks here and there, and it's not that big a deal, but the gameplay doesn't slow down. Like, the visuals will kind of, hiccup a little bit, but it doesn't feel,
that's just kind of a bummer, and,
Yeah, I get it, but I also get why they made that decision. Like, they could have pulled back on some of the super cool stuff to make it run 100% smooth, but then it wouldn't be as cool. And I think they made the right decision.
Yeah.
I think that slight sacrifice was worth it, because everything feels so good to do in this game. All the punching, and I can't stress this enough, you have got to change the controls. We talked about this when I played the demo, where I was like, the X button is punch up, the B button is punch down, and A is jump. Like, absolutely not. B button is jump. As I started playing the game, as soon as I was playing, I was like, no, that's the jump button. I got to change this. And I go in the settings, you can change it just like that, and that's the way I'm playing it. And it feels great.
Nice.
Everything that I'm trying to do is I'm pulling off perfectly easy. I'm not getting confused with the button presses.
It's intuitive.
It's intuitive. The girl who's doing the voice of Pauline is adorable. She's super earnest the way that she's talking. She's like super shy about singing in front of people, and it's kind of sweet.
Is it the gobbledygook bullshit for any of the other characters?
Kind of. They're speaking their own language. And Pauline is also kind of surprised that she can understand them, because there's some sort of magic involved. Like, Donkey Kong doesn't talk. He says, this is Donkey Kong noises, except for banana. Because every time you get one of those banana things,
the big
every
ones,
single time, oh, banana, and it's so good every time.
That's awesome.
Every time it puts a smile on my face. So she speaks English, and like, so you'll talk to a monkey, and he's doing weird monkey speak. And then she'll return in speaking English, so it's kind of the gobbledygook, but also kind of not. Like, but everyone's got their own unique kind of language. It's not Banjo-Kazooie. I'll put it that way. I know you don't like that, but it makes more sense in this than it usually does. So I think you'll be all right. I'm trying to think of what else to really say about it. Like, you start off, the 2-player mode's not useless, which is neat, right? Because like in games like Mario
That's
Galaxy
how Roddy wants
Mario
to play
Odyssey,
it. Yeah.
The 2-player mode is usually useless in these kinds of games. It's almost game-breakingly good. Like,
that's what I've seen a couple just quick hits on that of like, wow, this is like super overpowered.
Yeah, the second player is OP as fuck, which Ellie is having a ball
That's awesome,
with.
though.
Ellie's
that's great.
Like, you just sit on the back on you play as Pauline or Oddrock in the beginning, and like you just spit these words out, but you can make
they're
them...
the same person? Spoilers, man.
So you can make her words be whatever material is around you. So like there's these bomb rocks that show up, so you can just like absorb that real quick, and then her words become bombs, which you have a limited number of, but they are destructive.
That's awesome.
It's just ridiculous.
That's
the
so
amount
great.
of damage you can do as Pauline, like it's fantastic, because it actually makes. She's not going to play this game. It's a little bit too complex for her,
but she is playing the game.
Yeah, and she was playing it with John for like 2 hours earlier today.
That's awesome.
Like, because John's rolling around as Donkey Kong and she's being Pauline, and it's right up her alley as far as like her capabilities, like her skill level as far as playing games is concerned. It's just so fucking fun. It looks great. Like, I know I mentioned those little hiccups. I can't stress enough, this game looks wonderful. I love this redesign of Donkey Kong so much. I love the way all of it feels. It is so much better than Donkey Kong 64. I can barely put it into words how much better this is. Because that's been a thing online. Donkey Kong 64 is better. No, it's fucking not.
It's not.
There's
I
no
promise
metric.
you it's not.
There is zero metrics where Donkey Kong 64 is a better game than this. There's just, I know there's rare purists out there that swear by it. It's just not. And like, I've seen the argument that Donkey Kong 64 is a better 3D Donkey Kong game, and this is just something entirely different. No, it's fucking not. Like, the barrel blasting is built into it, the minecart riding is built into it, but more importantly, Donkey Kong's movements and moveset are so built around what was established in the rare Donkey Kong Country games. Like, no, the destroying everything is new, but, you know, pounding the ground, that's not new. That's from Donkey Kong Country. The roll is a big part of it, and the roll has always been a big part of the 2D Donkey Kong Country games. That is like the primary piece of his control, is the roll and then the roll jump to get the momentum off of it. That is a big part of this game. Rolling and jumping is just a huge part of it. Like, this is an evolution of 2D Donkey Kong gameplay put into a marvelous 3D environment. It's just been extraordinarily clever. I've done one 2D stage so far, which was just great. It like almost made me wish there was an entire 2D game that played like this, because
I mean, maybe there will be, you know?
Maybe there will be. Like, look, this game works wonderful in 3D. I love the fact that this is a great 3D Donkey Kong game, but then I played this 2D level and I was like, all right, how is this specific control going to translate to 2D? And it is fucking phenomenal. I cannot wait to play more of it. That, you know, the barrel blasting felt great, taking all these elements of being able to pick up chunks of the ground and throw them around and beat into to drill into the ground by digging, or just smashing your fists or smashing through walls. It all works really well in 2D. Like, it's out fucking standing.
Well, and what's so nice is that what's so nice is that Nintendo has shown certainly that they are willing to go that route. You know, there have been plenty of 3D Mario games that have been followed up by new Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, or
I mean, like
Wonder.
Or Wonder. You know, I mean, now I certainly hope we get something a little bit more original than new Donkey Kong Country, but you know,
I want something
they
like
have
Wonder.
certainly seen, they've certainly shown that they're willing to go that road, which is great.
It makes me extraordinarily happy that that the amount of creativity on display in this game is like, this is definitely the Galaxy team. It's that level of good. Not Galaxy.
Odyssey.
There it is.
Yeah.
But there's also these wonderful little like nods to the series prior. Like, this is the team. I said Galaxy, but like, because like that's the same. That's this team's history. They did Galaxy before they did Odyssey, and before that they did Jungle Beat. And whenever you get the bananas, where he says, "Oh, banana," he like eats all the particles of the banana, the bananium that you cut. The fucking puns are amazing. And that's like the same thing as like when you beat a stage in Jungle Beat. You would have to like beat on the drums and you'd like grab all the different bananas and just shove them and stuff them in his face. Like, it's the same basic animation. Like, it's pulling from so much Donkey Kong history. It's fucking magical. Like,
that's
it's
awesome.
Just magical. I'm smiling the whole time I'm playing it, and the thing is, I don't want to stop playing it. Like, I just
which is huge, right?
John he really wanted to see me fight a boss. Like, he's way farther than me in the game because he doesn't have a job. So
because he's a son of a bitch freeloader.
Exactly. Fucking 11-year-olds. So he knew that there was another boss, and he really wanted to see me fight it. And it was like, but I got to go take a shower, and I'm going to be in there for like an hour because I'm 11 and I just like playing in the shower. Okay,
sure.
But
as an
he's
aside,
like,
you got to get that fucking rainfall shower head that I posted in the chat. Oh,
okay.
Man. What a fucking life changer. It's like $40.
He was like, I you're going to fight this boss without me, but it's going to be really cool, and I really want to watch you do it. I was like, yeah, but you need a shower, so go take a shower. And then he came downstairs, and I didn't fight the boss because I got distracted by like 19 things, very Breath of the Wild style, where it was just like,
yeah,
okay, but what's over here?
Yeah, but what's this?
You're like, because you do the slap move, and it'll kind of show you if there's something inside, like nearby.
Right, yeah.
Like
They talked
thing.
about that in
So
the direct or whatever.
I'll be up on top of something, and I'll smack something like, I'm pretty sure I saw a banana in there, and I'll just start digging, and it'll be, well, now I'm here. I'm going to start digging everywhere and just start beating the shit out of everything and, rolling around and smacking things around. And I got the first transformation where you turn into the super crazy Donkey Kong, like the Super Saiyan Donkey Kong. And that's really
awesome.
Fun. Switching back and forth between that, the bananium things, they fuel the upgrade path so that you get new moves and power-ups as you're going along. To upgrade your character as you go. I bought myself a really silly looking pair of pants. See, he gets his pants sucked off in the beginning, and fantastic. Yeah. But you can put them back on. They call them britches too. They're all called britches.
Oh, fucking fantastic!
Fantastic. Just
God
love it.
Damn it!
I'm so happy with it. So thank you very much for the gift. It's
You're
super
welcome.
Appreciated. I hope you can
go
get
back
yourself
to telling me
Switch
it's
2.
shit. No,
Yeah,
tell me
terrible.
it sucks. All right,
It's
that's
just a
what I
rip
want
off
to
of
hear.
Astrobot. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Terrible.
That's what I figured. It fucking looked like it. Piece of shit, Nintendo. Ugh.
Just straight garbage. Throw it right
That's
in the
right.
trash.
That's right. Real video game companies don't wipe their ass.
That's right.
It's real
God,
video game. PlayStations have skid marks.
We were talking about I'm just thinking about a social media post that I saw. We were talking about Game of the Year, and somebody made this post. They showed a picture that somebody had posted about how it was Donkey Kong and Death Stranding and some other game that was two other games that were very tonally different from Donkey Kong. And they were like, see, this is why I can't take any of this shit seriously, because you're really going to tell me that this game is Game of the Year material? A game doesn't have to be dark and serious and realistic to be Game of the Year.
Good games are good games.
Yeah, good games are good games. You fucking new here? Were you pissed off that people were considering Astrobot for Game of the Year last year? Because you fucking shouldn't have. That game was outstanding.
Game's awesome, you fucking assholes. Yeah, come on, man.
Game doesn't need to have Norman Reedus in it to be good.
No, I mean, it helps.
Look, Norman Reedus as Funky Kong, 10 out of 10. But
yeah, no, great. I mean, and look, we have got coming up in the next couple of weeks here, there are some big hitters coming, right? So I know, right now, for me personally, because I'm obviously not through the game yet, so I can't say that Death Stranding 2 is my game of the year. Right now, it is still South of Midnight. That is my game of the year. But I did just get Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4. I did just get fucking Shadow Labyrinth. All right, so that came out this week. For Switch players, fucking obviously Donkey Kong Bonanza came out. All right, so by the end of July, Wu Chang Fallen Feathers, which is a huge big deal Souls Light thing, is coming out. Fucking Super Mario Party and Jamboree TV, that comes out on July 24th. Okay. Then fucking finally, Kris, the one that I know you and I have been waiting for this whole time, Tales of the Shire, the Lord of the Rings game, that comes out July 29th. But then at the end of this month, Kris, we're 2 weeks away. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound is in 2 weeks. That's fucking nuts. 2 weeks. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. And then at the end of August, Kris?
Shinobi is right after it.
Before that. On August 27th. Kirby and the Forgotten Land plus Starcross World. And then on the 28th, Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater. Then on the 29th, Shinobi Art of Vengeance.
Look, the Kirby is just DLC.
That's
I'm
just
happy about
August.
it, but that's not going to be... I'm super excited about it.
But that's just August.
But that's just August. We haven't had a Nintendo Direct. We have not had a proper Nintendo Direct for the Switch 2 yet. God, Shinobi looks good. God damn it.
Shinobi looks really good.
I'm just on the website just looking at this thing go. Like, fuck me. What a time to be a ninja game fan. Because Ragebound looks amazing in a totally different way. It looks amazing. And this game looks breathtaking, but just in so totally different ways. Oh, see,
but at least those two are far enough apart to where it'll be all right, there's it's realistic to get Ragebound and then a month later get Shinobi. So here's the issue. It's not really an issue, but here's what I'm looking at the end of September going into October. So Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, comes out September 30th, right? Mm-hmm. Then October 2nd, on my birthday, Directive 8020 comes out, which is the new supermassive Choose Your Own Adventure, Until Dawn, the Dark Anthologies game. I know you don't love those, but Tiff and I love playing through those. That comes out on my birthday. So September 30th to October 2nd. And then also on October 2nd, Kris, fucking Ghost of Yotei.
Ooh.
So, that's the one I'm definitely getting. Right. Ghost of Yotei comes out on my birthday, obviously. Obviously, I'm getting that. But also... when do I play Tactics and Directive 8020 when I'm getting Ghost of Yotei? And then I've only got 19 days until Ninja Gaiden 4. And if we somehow happen to have a Switch before that, Pokemon Legends ZA is the 16th of October. Little Nightmares 3, which my kids are super excited about, that's October 10th. This is a stacked fucking fall. I got to tell you what, 10 years from now, when we're doing the 10, 20, 30, 40 for 2025, man.
Shit's going to be lit.
Shit's going to be fucking off the chain.
And we don't even have a release date for Metroid.
Silksong. Or Metroid.
Right. Silksong is theoretically happening this year, but yeah. Fucking.
Or Capcom Fighting Collection 2. Or
Metroid Prime 4.
Or the 900 fucking Steam games that I have. Right. Ready to fucking go. Dude, there is so much coming.
Yeah,
which is
Metroid Prime 4 is
a great fucking problem to have.
It's really big on my list. And, God, fucking... the physical version of Shinobi is limited run, which means it's not going to happen for 35 years.
Ever. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm going to pre-order the physical... Ninja Gaiden from Amazon. I think I'm going to take a shot.
Have a Ninja Gaiden already pre-ordered on Best Buy.
Okay. Maybe I'll go Best Buy.
But
I don't know. I had to try
to figure out the Shinobi situation.
Yeah. Only one GameStop within 35 miles of me got extra copies of Shadow Labyrinth to sell today. It wasn't super far. I had to go to the mall. But it was the only one. Best Buy didn't have it until the 24th. I didn't bother calling Walmart because fuck Walmart if I can avoid it. Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on with So I got assigned the review for Shadow Labyrinth, but we haven't heard anything about a review code
But
yet.
haven't gotten a code yet? Okay.
So I kind of want to buy it because I want to get started, but also I don't want to buy it and then find out I didn't have to spend the money. So
yeah, I would say I would ghostwrite it for you, but
no.
But PS5 is a little bit too different from Switch 2, I think.
I mean, how different is it going to be for fucking Shadow Labyrinth? But also,
who the fuck knows? Could be completely different. Yeah.
Yeah. I just don't know. I don't know what the best course of action. I'm going to give it the weekend, see if Bandai Namco gets back to us, because we've contacted them a number of ways. I haven't read any reviews because I try not to do that before I form my own
before
opinions.
You write yours.
I do know that it's getting some pretty mixed reviews.
Yes, that is what I saw as well. But I thought at $30, it was worth the risk, if nothing other than to reward the creativity of it and the chutzpah to make shit like that, you know, because that's what I want. That's what I want to see. So it was worth my $30. You know.
Yeah, I mean, if I wasn't dropping $55 for my daughter to go to a birthday party tomorrow, I'd consider getting it myself for the $30. But I also, again, if I can get it for free, then that's
right.
the route
That's
that I want to go.
Yeah,
since I'm going to need to write about it anyway, that's a pretty great price. So
it's a great
fingers
price.
Crossed. Maybe even if I do get it at the magazine might reimburse me for it. They've done that in the past.
Sure.
So
that's what they did for me.
Crossed.
So, you know,
yeah,
they bought me the show.
Not to drag the show on any longer, but I have been watching some interesting videos that Good Vibes Gaming has been doing, showing Switch 1 games running on Switch 2 and like comparing their performance. It's really wild, man. There's a lot of games that just run astoundingly better on the Switch 2, which is really neat to see.
Yeah, that happened with PS4 to PS4 Pro, even without patches and shit. You know, and then PS4
that's the thing.
Pro
like, these are just
to
no
5.
patches, totally vanilla, just letting them run. I'm really hoping some of these games do get patches to uncap the frame rate because, like,
sure.
The thing that I'm running into on a lot of the things is that they're just capped at 30, you know, which was put into place to prevent the Switch 1 from just bursting into flames.
Exploding.
I guess. Yeah, but there's a bunch of games out there that would look real nice at 60 frames per second, and the Switch 2 could easily handle it. The one that is really bugging me right now is like I kind of want to play. Sean really wants to play Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. He didn't even know it existed, and I'm like,
right.
If you get yourself a Switch
Cosmic
2,
Invasion is this year too.
Yes, it is.
Sorry.
So many games. So many games.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to distract you. You just reminded me of it.
But yeah, like that game, I mean, it runs at a solid, completely locked 30 now on Switch 2, which is nice. Not that it didn't run well on Switch 1. Like, it had occasional dips, but now it's like constant 30. But like, I could run at 60, and that would be pretty nice.
Sure.
That game was pretty fun. And if Sean gets a Switch 2, then we can play it online and do voice chat and stuff. We can do the game
awesome.
Chat. Yeah, super fun.
Yeah, it's fucking great. All right.
So, yeah, I think that's it. That's all I got. Let's wrap this up.
That's it.
Donkey Kong sucks, and you're not missing anything, I promise.
Yep. Awesome. Appreciate it.
How dare you buy that for me?
Yeah, I know. I'm an asshole. I wanted to ruin your day. I'm glad I did.
Pestilence in my house. Just pure, pure horrible.
That's right. I hope it waves his monkey ass around to Karen, and then she gets really attracted to it and leaves you. Fuck. I'm sorry. For video game ape.
Man, that was weird.
That was weird. Right. Yeah, I know. That's where I'm at, Chris. I'm sorry.
Well, that is our show. Join us next time for we'll be boarding the SAG Cartoon Express. We're going to finally be watching and talking about Wing Commander. It's going to be awesome, I'm sure. We're going to be doing that one. We're going to be recording that at least a day early because next Friday is my wedding anniversary. So I won't be recording the podcast on our wedding anniversary. We'll probably be going to see Fantastic Four. And going to dinner.
I guess that's fine.
Yeah. So probably next Thursday. We'll see. But either way, that's it for us. Thank you for watching. We're on most social media platforms. And if you want to get in touch with us, we're very difficult to find. Yeah, thank you for watching. Video? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I'm tired.
Maybe? Shit. Well, I hope you can't see my monitor.
Anyway, we're on most social media accounts as well as all manner of other fun stuff like link to our namesake, StoneAgeGamer.com, and more. That sentence made no sense. I picked it up somewhere and it said we're on social. It doesn't matter. It don't matter.
We are on social media.
We're
in it. We're next to it.
If you'd like to get early access to this show's episodes, as well as a bevy of other shows in the Geekade Podcast Network. See, now I want a Stone Age Gamer podcast shirt that just says it don't matter. None of this matters.
None of this matters. Well, all right. I'm working on the one design of the fucking dude sausages. Like, give me a minute.
All bangers, no mash. It don't matter. None of this matters. Like,
okay.
We've got to start getting these shirts out there. That's what's going to bring us into the big time. Anyway, we've got a Patreon. It's also linked in the show notes to help keep this show running week after week, and all our patrons are loved and appreciated. The show's theme song, Squared Roots, was written by banjo guy Ollie. You can also learn about all his music, wonderful music, and more by following the link to his YouTube channel, also in the show notes. And finally, as always, we'd like to thank our intrepid editor, Evan, for making the show listenable for all you folks. We'd like to thank all you folks for listening in the first place. That's it. On behalf of Dan and myself, keep playing games.